I'm exhausted. I'm hungry.
You're hungry?
I'm hungry.
Dude, I got some Village pizza here.
No way.
Yeah, bro, have you a piece.
Dude.
It's mostly gone just how good it is. Village Pizza is the home of pizza in Perry County. They have a wide variety of toppings, desserts, and other high-quality items on their menu. They offer the highest quality when it comes to dining in all of Perry County. Village is an excellent option if you're looking for an affordable meal, good employees, and a great environment. And if you want to throw a party, what better way to cater it than with a guaranteed W party food? Its staff is always hard at work providing you homemade ingredients all mixed into a perfect circle cut into triangles. Their pizzas are more than good. They're great. And if you're looking for a good job, Village Pizza is always looking for helping hands in the kitchen and up front. So go pick you up an application and start your journey as the pizza man you always dreamed of being. They're located at 853 Squirrel Hollow Drive in Linden, Tennessee. So go get you some Village Pizza and enjoy this episode of the Perry County Podcast. What's up, Perry County? Welcome back to the Perry County Podcast, Perry County's #1 podcast. Thank you all for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing. As you can tell, as we are nearing the Christmas season, we have decorated our set. Christmas is on the way, so we've decorated up. Cardboard Kev's got the boxing hoodie on because it's just so cold out here. It really is. It's very cold. But along with us having our set decorated like Christmas, we're doing a Christmas giveaway. We are going to have a little competition. All you have to do to enter is post a TikTok of you watching one of our episodes in your own weird, wacky way with the hashtag Perry County Podcast Christmas Giveaway. Whoever's video is the most creative and or gets the most likes will win a $50 Visa gift card. We will announce our winner on our Christmas special episode, which will air on Christmas Day, so you have the whole month of December to participate. For more information, check out the description or go look on TikTok under my page, Connor.Tenen. So good luck to all of you, and I cannot wait to see y'all's submissions. Also, don't miss out on our merch drop. If you haven't already copped some, it's a limited time stock, and it'll only be up for like another month or so.
The Founders drop.
It is our Founders merch. The link is in the description. You can find it, so get it before it's gone. And yeah, so welcome back. This is episode 5.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fifth
And
one.
Trenton Bates was not on our last episode. He was out on a trip. So how was your trip, man?
It was good.
Was that
got-
an FFA trip?
Yeah, got very little sleep. As per usual, we were in a bunk with about 25 other people,
Good Lord.
and that only had 2 showers. So your boy went back a little early, decided to shower at night instead of waking up at the crack of dawn just to shower. But it went pretty good. There was a lot of weird people in that bunkhouse. We're pretty sure some dude had pot cookies
Oh,
because he had a cardboard box that he had rubber banded together and it had a weed leaf right on the bottom.
Hey, I'll tell you what's cool about cardboard boxes. This guy right here,
They're made out of the same material.
Cardboard Kev.
I may steal
This
Cardboard
is
Kev's hoodie.
this is Trenton's first episode on with our Village Pizza sponsorship, so he'll be able to actually enjoy some Village Pizza.
I'm excited, boys.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's so good, and it's so good when we're talking and stuff.
Dude,
But-
look, I'm going to go ahead and tell you now. Normally, I'm going to be the one that's excited all the time, talking a lot, but I don't
Not
know.
now. I mean, the pizza's
yeah,
right here.
we got food now, boys. That throws a loop in the plans.
That really does. I mean, but hey, I like pizza.
I like pizza too, and I'll tell you what else I like. I like how we get to talk to all kinds of people, and we actually got a special guest today, so I'm going to welcome our guest. Our guest is what I presume a legend in P-Town. He's been lots of places. Everyone seems to know him. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest is Young Sleesh.
How's it going, Christian?
Pretty good, man.
Nice to have you.
Too shabby, too shabby.
Young Sleesh says they caught you.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to the Perry County Podcast.
Yeah. I got mine here. Oh, snazzy.
Yes, so I remember when I met you, man. It was a few years ago. We was at a basketball game.
That was what, our sophomore year?
It was our sophomore year. Old Trent Bates was being all sweet on this old lady, and you happened to be there. And I have a picture of you.
Hot man from the beginning.
A picture, just a picture of your face. And for the longest time, I went around showing people and said, "This is Tom. I met a Mexican. This is the Mexican I met."
Yeah.
And I was just showing the
Yeah.
picture. Yeah, but obviously you're our guest, and I hear you've never tried Village Pizza before.
I've actually not, like, no cap, like, for real.
Well, how about you try you some Village Pizza? Let's get an honest review for somebody outside of Perry County.
All right.
He's going right in there.
He just went right in, man.
What's it called? Tomato paste is good.
What do you think about them pepperonis?
Pepperonis is like,
It's like it's a perfect mixture, man. I'm telling you. I make that sauce homemade. I know the recipe. I know the recipe, man.
Absolutely.
But I swear to secrecy. And by that, I just don't want them on me, you know. If you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Speaking of, one of the co-owners of Village Pizza is our principal now.
Yeah, he really is.
Oh, he definitely is. He's doing a good job, right?
Yeah.
Oh, great job.
He's running
Yeah, I mean, they're
everything solid.
kicking butt and taking names, but sometimes it's just harsh, and some people like Connor Tennant get thrown in detention. But that's just the love from my lovely father. That's why we have Cardboard Kev and not Real Kev.
How'd you get that made?
To be honest with you, I found it in my basement when I moved into it.
So it like, oh my god.
Yeah,
So
no
it just
talent.
comes down there one day and then bam.
We didn't have it made.
I didn't have it made. But if I was going to make a cardboard cutout, I mean, whatever. What else is better than
I
cardboard?
mean, that's
Kev.
pretty legendary.
Yeah.
Who's that? Yeah, that's my dad.
That's my dad.
That's my dad.
I can't sleep without Cardboard Kev in my room, you know? It's like my nightlight.
Not gonna lie, it's a little weird because like the first time I ever slept in that basement, there's a couch down there. I always sleep on couches, and all I look up is I just happen to look over as I'm laying there, and I just see a Cardboard Kev staring at me. It was a little awkward, not gonna lie.
Imagine having that in your room. Like just.
I know. Yeah, it was.
It's
Yeah, I've only moved it out just because we had the set.
Did you ever like wake up in the middle of the night and thought you see something? Oh, hey, Dad. Like,
No. My dog freaked out for it for a little bit. Like, he would bark at it because he thought it was my dad.
Speaking of, we need to get a cardboard rip.
Oh gosh.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate rip with a passion.
man, y'all got this whole setup. I like it. I got the lights and everything.
Yeah, man, we're all Christmassy up.
Yeah,
And are you going to enter our Christmas giveaway?
absolutely.
Are you?
Yeah.
I don't know if that'd be fair to anybody else, but hey, if you win, you win, you know?
Hey, if you look,
That's a dove in the bush right there. Shoot.
And also, I feel like that was a way that I put the most creative and or most likes. So if it's not as creative as another video, I might just give it to them. And then, you know, obviously second place will be recommended with something. I just don't know what that is yet.
Right.
But as long as, like, the first time we met you, always that hot man. Second time I met you, it was at the Parsons Fair. And you were dancing with some mom.
Yeah. I do remember that. The thing was, she was in her zone, man. I'm talking about.
She was dancing back, man.
Yeah, and like I see somebody and like I like sense their energy. I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna be dope. So I go up to her and there's this instant click, this instant vibe, man. And it was just we just start dancing, having a good time. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I like doing that stuff, especially just like out in public with somebody random because it's funny and stuff. But turns out you actually have a dance in the background.
yes, I do. I go
don't.
way back.
I suck.
You just gotta put some oomph into it.
No, look,
I
I
got
put the
two
ump.
left
It's just
feet.
my feet and my hips just don't match up.
I'll teach you some lessons. You know.
I'm gonna just go ahead and put it out there. I ain't scared. My hips lie, man.
My hips do lie as well.
No, but yeah, I do dance. Shout out to Heather's Dance Academy. You know what I'm saying? That's where I started. Or that's where I've always been. You know. But yeah, you know, I think I was like what, either like 5 or 6.
You started dancing at 5 or 6 years old.
Something like that. I was a young boy. I don't know, maybe 7.
You know what I was
It was
doing at
somewhere
5 or
in that.
6?
Do what?
I was falling out of windows and almost dying. You know?
Regular climbing on trees. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
True story.
Yeah. Parkour.
And I definitely could not have started learning routines and stuff, let alone because like we was in the Glee Club. It was like everybody in Louisville was in the Glee Club. It was like you joined $15. Everybody was in there, not just because you could sing, just because it's a Glee Club. You know, you get out of
why
class
not?
30 minutes like every Wednesday.
Yeah.
And we had to put on them shows and stuff. Yeah, if I was that young,
class.
if I was that young, wouldn't have been able to remember a
Oh,
song.
dude, back in the day, these middle school dances, bro. I'd be tearing that dance floor up. I remember I tore a pair of my shoes. You know, like the side was all messed up because I just tore that dance floor up. Man. Everybody was around me with their phones up. Hey, yeah, you know, screaming. Oh, dude, it was great. It was great.
Gosh, this guy's over here breaking shoes, and we're over here I can't even just.
Yeah, no, I remember.
I can't even two-step.
I remember it was
No.
recently for my it was for one of my recent dances. I forgot which one. I think it was the trio. I did I actually like whenever I'm dancing on stage, Lord, oh dude, I'm in my zone. Like sometimes I black out and I just do whatever.
Black out and then you're already back in the locker
Right,
room or whatever.
but there's a part where like I think I'm walking out. And it's like it's quiet, and everybody's like on their hands and knees, like not hands and knees, like they're like crouched down. And I'm over walking out, and I forgot what I said. I yelled something. I'm like, "Come on, let's go!" You know what I'm saying? But that has nothing to do with the dance. That was me.
Hey, it's just something you got to implement yourself. You got to make a mark on everything you do. And I mean, a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah,
You know,
it's just stage fright, and just
See-
which is understandable to each their own. But no, I never really grew up with like embarrassment or so.
I know we don't really know each other too much, but I've kind of lived my life by the statement that embarrassment's not a thing. It's just not.
No, dude, I just
If
look
you
at it
believe in
like-
embarrassment, sure, it's a thing, but it's not.
I just look, you just do it.
It's not a
Well, I'll
thing.
tell you what, I've been friends with him for like 14 years now,
cannot.
and you cannot embarrass him, and I've just learned that embarrassment's not a thing, because
Always turns you around on them.
if you're going out in public, you better get ready to get embarrassed.
Speaking of, look, I guess this is where I found out I have no embarrassment, but I think before that it was like whatever. But one time, I think I was either a freshman or like sophomore. It was a gym class, and I was talking to this group of girls, and my old buddy Johnson, shout out to him. He loved messing. We just love messing with each other. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to this group of girls. You know what I'm saying? And like, he comes up to me and freaking pantses me, and not only that, freaking like, I was exposed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
And
he got the combo.
yeah, and when I tell you their jaws dropped, dude. And I just slowly picked up my
Their
pants.
jaws dropped
Yeah,
and
I
your
mean,
drawers
I didn't
dropped.
really I didn't act embarrassed. I just kind of laughed it off.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that just happened. So.
There are some moments I'm like, that could have went a little bit better,
Yeah.
but I've never just like, oh no, that happened.
And the thing is, I
I'm
mean,
like, okay.
I've never been a snitch or nothing. Coaches weren't looking. There were some people in the bleachers that seen it and stuff, but I mean, they knew me, so.
Yeah. Which I mean, that's like the common agreement. So
Yeah.
if nobody goes and says anything, then
Yeah.
nobody's gonna say.
they
it.
know you even better now.
Really, in general, like.
Yeah, a lot closer now, probably. Right?
Yeah, like now in general, people like see that I do stuff now. They're like, "Oh yeah, he does that." Like it's not really much. Oh snap, you did that. Like,
Yeah. Speaking of getting pants, we were on a school trip of all things. We were at a state convention last year. It was last March, and I was probably 20 of us or so in our room. I mean, we were all just in there. Our room always ends up being like the congregation spot. I was probably 10 or 15 people from our chapter. Everybody from Wayne County was in there, and I walked in behind my buddy, and he made the mistake of telling me that he forgot his underwear. So he was in like just basketball shorts.
straight commando.
Yeah. And I was like, I acted like I was going to pants him, as we walked in the door, and he turned around and he was like, no. Well, I wasn't paying no mind to that, and I'm wearing a pair of basketball shorts too, and I've got on boxers, and just like I was about ready for bed. It's probably already 10 o'clock, and we're all sitting in there talking and stuff, and I'm sitting there mid-sentence. And he's behind me, and I'm not paying no attention. He grabs my shorts and goes to pants me. My boxers come down with it, and I'm like mid-sentence, never checked up, just bent down, picked my shorts and stuff up, and rolled with it.
Yeah, that's kind of. I kind of like slightly just. Oh snap! Let me just put these on.
Yeah, it was just kind of like, that probably shouldn't have
And the
happened.
thing is, I was wearing a pretty decent sized shirt, so I don't know. I mean, I think they were shocked that like it just happened, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they seen something they probably wouldn't want to see, So,
Yeah,
Oh,
hey,
see,
fair.
like me, that wasn't the case for me.
yeah.
I will say stuff like that. I mean, it's kind of just like how my life goes. Like, it's just like it's every day. There's something different. And whenever we had to pick our senior quotes, and Without hesitation, I picked up. Well, that could have gone smoother, and that'll be on my gravestone. That was my senior quote because that's just my life. Yeah. Oh, it will. That could have gone smoother. That sums up my life.
You ain't kidding. It really could have gone smoother. I mean,
But yeah, stuff like that. It's what you live for.
I mean, there's
Especially when it
lots of-
happens to this kid and I'm around.
Yeah.
That's when it's just the best.
I ain't heard that in a long time. YOLO. You only live once.
I'm sure Christian Morales lives by that.
Oh, dude, that's.
The young Sleesh.
I got. Not many people know this. I told a few people, but dude, I got full sin tatted on my leg.
Full sin tatted on your leg.
I can't show it because these don't roll up this far, so but it says full sin. It was one of my buddies who did it, so it looks crappy.
No, hey, it's still on
Got to
there.
mark that territory.
You know it's there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter what anybody else says.
Right.
They could look like a pig with a broken snout hanging off a mountaintop, and it wouldn't make no difference.
Does that
to
mean
you,
we get
'cause
to
you know
break
it's there.
Finn's jaw?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You
Yeah.
wanna throw me off a mountaintop?
No, you're gonna hang off a mountaintop. We're gonna throw you.
I mean, you could throw me at the very end.
Right, I'll throw you.
Like a slide. I'll just slide down.
Oh, you ever been thrown down a mountain?
No.
I
You
hear
ever
it's,
fall? Any Great Links?
I mean, I rode down a hill.
Like you ever jumped off
Yeah,
a
but that
balcony? Is
ain't
what I'm
that ain't
getting
no
at.
fun.
like, imagine getting thrown that far and you're just
You
in the
talking
air.
about like into the water? Or just...
No, jumping off a balcony on about 40 mattresses.
No, I've jumped off my roof onto a trampoline. That's about it.
I don't suggest jumping off a balcony indoors.
No.
It sucks.
Probably broke a bone or two. Didn't
No, I got
No.
nerve damage though. Which still can't feel my leg. Happened months ago. Cannot feel my leg still to this day, dude.
Over the summer at good old Camp.
It's
Lake.
actually in our intro to our video. It's me jumping off and then it switches to this guy getting hit in the face with whipped cream by me.
Oh, yeah.
See, the thing is two people jumped before him, and they were fine because their weight's a little more spread out. They're a lot taller and stuff, and they spread out their weight whenever they landed. He locked up and landed on his knees.
I jumped off that balcony and my legs just buckled under me and I couldn't move and I was like, this is about to suck. Yeah, when I hit that mattress, I springboarded across the lobby of this hotel and
Looking at him,
it felt like I was going in slow.
$80,000 window.
It felt like I was in slow motion. I smacked the wall and landed on a chair that had beads. We just bought them chairs too for that hotel because we were just moving everything out. That's why we had on the mattresses there.
It would have been so bad if you hit that window.
Yeah. I would have went through it.
Yeah. You were going, I mean, you were going pretty quick off the
Yeah,
mattresses. I mean,
yeah. You
I hope it's
the
not.
field.
I mean, I believe you, but I can't feel a thing.
I'm loving it, dude. I'm getting old.
I cranked that thing up before we started.
Dude, I've said this before in all the other episodes. It's really cold in here, and tonight it might be the coldest because I can see my breath.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Everybody just start breathing at the same
Yeah.
time.
You got guns going on? What, you said your breath's cold? You said your breath's cold?
No, like I can see my breath.
Oh, you can see your breath. Yeah, dude. Not vaping. We do not. No, none of that.
Oh no, obviously it's just very cold in here.
Pick that up.
Nah, I probably can't.
No,
Probably not.
no
But
way.
it's like
When
a.
I did that, vapor came out, but no.
It's just very cold in here. But
Condensation.
back to your dancing stuff, man. Are you still doing it? Like to this
Nah,
day?
man. I think I did it like right before I turned 19. We extended it. Yeah, my last year of dancing was when I think before I turned 19. That was about it. But God, I miss it, man. I'm home. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Big Boogie. I blast out. I just be dancing in my room, man. I do look back at my mama's old Facebook videos of me dancing. I'm like, phew, memories, nostalgia. Not really nostalgia because last time I danced was I think a year ago or something like that.
You think you'll ever open up your own little studio or maybe help
That
wherever it
is
takes over?
That is a consideration. Yeah, it would just take some time.
Because then, I'm sure, like, when guys look at dance, they say, oh, that's just a girl's thing. But I feel like if you had your own place, that would draw in more attention, more adversity with the...
Yeah, just living in this, country town, it's almost kind of, not... It's iffy,
You
people
gotta break
accept
that
it.
mindset.
People accept it, people don't accept it. Oh, it's just for girls. Yeah, whatever. But, back in the day, I'm exposing myself, by the way. I used to do, gymnastics and stuff, right?
That's awesome.
And I didn't think nothing of it.
That's
I was
That's dope.
I was about to say, if you're growing up on it, it's no different.
Right. And then something in me, I was like, I came to the realization myself, back then I thought I did, but I was like, what am I doing, dude? Like, this is for girls, man. Like, hey. I mean, I love dancing, but it's like gymnastics, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing flips and stuff like that. It's just, I'm like, what the heck? What am I doing? Like,
So you've danced here the whole time. Well,
I've danced, yeah, Miss Heather.
I mean, I was dancing when I was younger.
Right.
Like
That's right, you told me,
I
yeah.
was. But that was in Memphis. That's a whole different ball game.
Right.
People don't care.
You get controversy.
Oh yeah, all the time.
People, okay, like I said earlier, like, I'm like known for not having embarrassment, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of more accepted. They accept it more. You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, you know, he dances, whatever. It's like,
I just think it would help more people if they had that mindset. Not just with just dancing, but just anything that they like to do that's kind of frowned upon, especially in like a small county type of like setting, like us, like here.
Right.
Like this podcast stuff might be weird to some people, but it's just something we're doing, so we're having fun with
I
it.
know it's a great thing, dude. Thank you for having me. But
Yes, sir.
yeah,
We're honored.
It also has to do with like parents, right? Because around here, you know, like definitely in the South, dads, you know what I'm saying? Oh no, that's girl stuff. I want my boy to go play football and this and that. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's cool and stuff, but like dance is just, it's not just for like girls, you know what I mean? It's just
For everybody.
It's just another thing. Let your kid do what your kid wants to
Absolutely.
do. You know.
Unless it's jump off a balcony, then I'd probably say no.
Well, maybe not that.
Probably say wait until you're a little older.
Yeah.
But
Wait until you're about 17, prime working age, and then hurt yourself.
with your gymnastics, you ever do like pole vaulting or any of that?
Uh,
Like, were you on like a competition?
no,
Like my cousin.
I just used to just exercise, just practice,
just
you know,
practice
like
it.
just
'Cause I know my-
simple back bends.
Just like gymnastics class and stuff.
Yeah, like now I probably can't even do a back handspring. If I try to, like on a, I mean I can do a backflip on a trampoline, but
Oh, I can't. I'll break my neck on a trampoline.
Yeah.
nah, but yeah, just simple stuff, just you know, arching and
Yeah, I can't even like. I'm not flexible enough for any of that.
if you believe in yourself, dude. I've seen so many people like they get out there, dude.
Well, I tell you what, a lot of people say like, oh, you can't do it like if you're bigger or whatnot. I tell you what, I seen a video. This guy, he's probably no taller than Connor, and he's excuse me, he's healthy, like healthy. Excuse me, and
He likes him some steak, huh?
yeah. I'm starting to think he liked more than just steak. I think he liked the potatoes a little too much.
Oh, sweet potatoes, huh?
Yeah, but
You talking about like he had a gut or something?
no, he was big, probably 350. And about
I think I know where this is going.
about Connor's height, but he I don't remember. It was on like a football field or something, but he done like 5 back handsprings in a row, and it just I was amazed. I was like, well, that kind of opens it up, like the realization, like just because you know you're bigger or whatnot, that don't really.
You just all it takes is practice, dude. You know what I mean?
Practice, and you know most of it's up here. In the
Right,
mind, too.
right. You just gotta put yourself to it. You might, you know, fail a lot, but that's where you learn from it. You know what I'm saying? That's where the technique comes in and practice and practice.
Well, I just failure and learning from it. I mean, that's
Part of life.
It is.
I'm gonna tell you how many times I've hit rock bottom, pick myself back up. I was like, okay, that's
Absolutely.
definitely not what you
There
gotta
it
do.
is.
I was about to say it's just like roll with it, rock it.
Right.
You don't have a choice. You got to.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I guess you do have a choice.
Right.
yeah, you do got a choice, but
You could sit at the bottom of the rock, but you ain't going up if you did.
yeah. I mean, honestly, did you ever think that the 3 of us would be sitting here right now?
You know, I thought it might be a little warmer.
What time? Like 3 weeks ago?
No. Like, did you think the 3 of us would ever be sitting here doing this
No,
at any point?
no.
I bet 11-year-old, yeah, like y'all self being 11 years old did.
11-year-old Connor wanted to be out there making funny, long, like short little videos and playing games, and now he's sitting in front of a camera for about 2 hours.
What's it like a Twitch streamer and stuff?
Just like, posting video games on YouTube. That's what I grew up with,
I have a few videos, but they were deleted.
I did too. I had a whole channel, man.
Yeah, like on my Xbox, I used to just set like my little like iPod.
Yeah,
back
I'd
up.
video my
Yeah.
my TV screen, and I would play
Be like,
Minecraft.
yo,
on
what's
there.
up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Like, just kind of
Yeah.
copy of the other YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah.
what's up? It's your boy.
Speaking of that,
Pokey's
whenever we
back
started
here.
doing this, it brought back some memories. I've got a video somewhere. I do not know where it's at. I've searched and searched for it, and I guess I lost it on my phone a long time ago. But there's a video of me, Connor. I want to say it was my older cousin, we sat down and we started like a Minecraft world. Like, we filmed like 15, 20 episodes in one night. Just like, we were bored.
We were like 12 grinding at that age.
Yes. Like, I mean, grinding. And, I've got them somewhere, but I never could get them to post.
Yeah, you never could.
Yeah, I remember like when I first, I wouldn't say started because it never didn't go nowhere, but
Yeah.
when I did, I'd like just have trouble just like, I didn't know how to upload a video.
See, my problem was, it wasn't that I didn't know how to upload them, it was that I was doing it, and I really shouldn't have been making those, because, I mean, if I go back and watch them right now, I'm going to be like, I'm an idiot.
Oh, dude, I was an edgy kid, dude, talking about some like,
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah.
some stuff that would probably get you like federal time.
And the audio was okay, but like the visual part of it, you couldn't even see what
I was a bad little kid, dude. I'll tell you. I mean,
Some federal crap.
Hey, boys, before I cleaned it up over here, does anybody want more cheese sticks?
Pass it up. Pass it up.
I forgot you, man. Yeah,
There's two left. Which one?
Try out the marinara.
Oh,
You're going to dip your pizza in. I've never seen anybody do that.
you never did that?
No, bro.
No, I don't dip pizza in marinara sauce. No,
Hey,
it's
no.
already got marinara sauce cooked in it.
That ranch stuff y'all be doing, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good, but that stuff is outdated. Get you some marinara.
No, sir.
Oh man, Trent's finna come across the table.
No, I'll tell you what though. If you want something good with pizza, they make Hidden Valley makes it. It's a mixture of sriracha and ranch.
Hidden Valley's also expensive as crap, too.
I'll tell you what though, it's worth it.
How big of a bottle are we talking about?
Like, yay big, but this big around.
That's probably about $5-6.
No,
Dang man, you
Probably like 10 now.
grew up in one of them houses.
$4.
It's not me.
$4.
$4.
Big old Sam's Club?
no.
He buying a case of that.
Oh, dude. Hook me up, dude.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, I think I got some at the house. I will go to the house before you go back to Parsons.
Absolutely. Sounds like a plan.
and I'll tell you what, it's like crazy for me. So we put this first episode up, like it's officially up at the time we're recording. The second one's gonna drop tomorrow. It's recording date. I thought it was gonna get like 20 views, but like 5 subscribers.
Right.
We're at 122 subscribers on the last check and 511 views.
That's
Dude.
real.
Whenever we got to 60 views, I was like shaking in my pants.
Well, I was
I was
like
on
you
phone
went
with it.
viral on TikTok or something. You know what I mean?
No,
It's
dude, like I was like, holy crap, that's awesome. Because like this is literally something I've always wanted to do, and we're actually just doing it.
Yeah.
Like the
were
only
on
thing
the
you got to do if you want to start something, the only thing you're
Just
lacking
do it.
is just doing it.
Same thing with TikTok, dude. I remember like back in the day, man. Like I used to just think it was about the dumbest thing. You know what? I was curious one day. I was like, let's see what all the hype's about. I downloaded, watched a few videos. I was hooked, dude. I'm talking about scroll hours at a time. I started making videos. You know, I'm comedic genius, and dude, I think like the second video I posted got like 60K, and that was on my old account. It got banned. RIP.
Rip. I'll tell you what I've been doing.
Said
And
what times?
here recently, since we had the idea of this, and since we've actually started like implementing our ideas and actually putting it, like we're recording them, we're getting them banked up, we're gonna post them. Like I've stopped consuming content as much as I have been, like for my own enjoyment. I've been consuming it to see what people are watching, what people are
Yeah.
clicking on. And let me tell you, TikTok is a marketing genius, dude.
It is like
You
you
take
really like
clips.
don't have to do nothing.
No.
Like if you look on there, you see like
You see the sound that's blowing up right now. You find the hashtags to go with it. Viral video.
I got a friend who she's like real fit. She's like all into fitness and stuff, and she just like she wears like fitness clothes and stuff. So you know what that attracts. And all she'll do is just basically like sit in front of the camera and just lip sync the song. He'll be instantly like 80K, 90, almost 100K views.
She got a boyfriend.
No, she's single.
She need a boyfriend.
Huh?
She need her heart healed. I do too.
Absolutely. I'll hit her up. I'll be like, yo. my boy.
What's her age?
Put him
Oh, dude, she's 20.
I'm 18. Ain't bad. I'm a cougar hunter.
Hey, I'll tell you what. In the wise words of John Witt, the older they are, the better loving they make.
Absolutely.
That's a fact.
I was 14 when he told me that, and he was talking about a 21-year-old.
Oh man.
Man.
Put
You'll
Trent
learn,
on.
no, seriously, from experience, you'll learn a thing or two from these, older females.
Oh yeah. You got
They've taught me a lot.
Yeah.
Taught me a lot.
Yeah, but like with studying TikTok and stuff, I've seen like what sound you hear the same sound over. At least when you scroll down your For You page, say you scroll for 30 minutes, you hear that same sound at least 5 times.
Yeah.
And you got to click on that. You look at the sound though. I've been looking at the sound on all of them, seeing how many likes. Like most of the videos are getting like the highest like on a video. Don't seem that hard, man.
No, it's you just, I don't know, you gotta have that personality of like talking to an audience, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really do that. I just make, stupid funny videos.
Which I'll tell you what's weird about this. When we start this, the first video we started, one, I hated it, but like we set the camera up for the first
worst video.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
For like the first 5 minutes, sitting there in front of that camera, it was just a little awkward. But now, whenever we start these, I forget it's there.
Oh yeah.
Like,
It almost feels like we're just sitting down.
it's all
it's
natural.
just sitting down.
Now, one of our guests, when it was a very long episode and it was cold, and I got up and went to use the bathroom. He was out there with us, and he was standing there. We was like back to back peeing or whatever, and he was like, "I tell you what, this is it feels natural. It don't feel forced." And I was like, "Yeah, that's like a good way to talk about it." You know?
And that's how a lot of people that like have even mentioned something about like coming on or like that we've mentioned it too. They're like, "Well, I don't know, I can't really get up in front of a camera and talk."
It's
But
so much easier.
You'd be surprised how simple it is to just do it.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, after a while, it's just a couple people talking. Yeah, the first 5 minutes of
You
the
gotta
first-
adjust yourself to it.
Yeah.
It was really
natural.
I mean, like for us, it doesn't like the 5 minute thing. That's not a thing no more. It's just
No, not at all.
My whole life is on YouTube, on my dad's page.
yeah,
I can-
it is.
I don't know if you were there. I think a few dance competitions back, and they were like, they were handing out the awards and stuff, and I don't remember what place, but they had me out there, and it was like they was saying my name and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I just talked.
Oh, he did.
All they did was ask for my name. I was like, yeah. I think one time I shouted out my Snapchat. I shouted out my Snapchat. I was like, yeah, can I like, shoot, I'm trying to, make them have my Snapchat. Like, yeah, you supposed to tell me your Snap. Tell them like freaking, I think like 6 girls added me, and yeah, it was great.
Was one of them a middle?
Trenton actually promoted our podcast on that trip, and he won a little award, like a hat award
Yeah,
for like until the next
I'll
session.
send you that picture. That way you can clip it in here somewhere. But we were in they're called workshops. And it's just, ours was named I Am because it was just like trying to teach yourself to like grow in awkward situations. And well, there was about one of the people. There was 2 people leading us. Their names were Luke and Kaz. And Kaz just happened to be. She sat down at our table and was talking to us about it and stuff. And she asked us. She said, "Well, is there anything in your life that like takes like a little bit of leadership, like took a little bit of like guts to start or something?" And I was like.
Perfect time to plug. If I would have been there,
Yeah,
we would
I
have
was
had a 30-minute
first
conference.
thing that comes to my mind was like, well, they're filming a podcast as we speak right now because
Good episode.
I sent a video to him that way he could clip it in the podcast, like me saying like, "Hey, sorry boys, I ain't gonna be able to make it tonight," But I told her I was like, well, me and a few of my buddies just for fun, we started a podcast and I got to talking to her about it and stuff, and then. At the end of the thing, they had like this little golden cowboy hat. It was made out of like styrofoam, and like they announced, like you get it between each session, and then whoever gets it the last session gets to take it home with them. And whenever we went to this conference last year, we won a Baby Yoda plushie, and like a little stuffed animal. It was like a Baby Yoda stuffed animal. It was great, but she like announced it in front of everybody, and like asked her, I was like, "Hey, can I say the name of it?" And she was like, "Yeah, go for it." So I told everybody, I was like, "Hey, we're Prairie County Podcast, we're on YouTube. We'd love to have you just sit in and watch."
Like, subscribe, smash that like button. That's what I was.
And I was like, if you like it, we'd love to have you back. And I told him, I was like, and it was like a little surreal because I was like, wait a minute, I just told probably 300 people in this room. And every one of them staring right at me because I've got this bright golden cowboy hat on top of my head. And it's probably, I wouldn't say it's 300, it's like 250, somewhere between 250 and 300. And everybody's just looking right at me. And I knew my face was red because I was like, wait a minute, that's a lot of eyes.
You just gotta do it.
A lot of eyes in person. But I was like, hey, we're Prairie County Podcast, we've only got one episode out. The next one drops Sunday night. and we're gonna post them every Sunday. There's just the three of us. We bring in a bunch of special guests. And I was like, it'll be especially good for people our age because we're bringing people in that'll have like stories, good life advice, stuff like that. And I said, we'd love to have you, and if you like it, come back, subscribe, we'd love to have you come in and watch.
I would have told them, please subscribe right now. It's totally free.
It is totally
and you can
free.
undo it at any time. And anybody watching this is not subscribed, just hit the button. It's totally free.
Man. It just takes not even a second.
Not even a
Hey,
second.
If I put this down, look, I can't.
Yeah.
I want to see your face.
Yeah, you can see that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
But, like, that was a surreal moment. I was like, wait a minute. I'm telling 200 plus people, like, hey, this is what I've got going on in my life,
Come check it out.
Come check it out.
Come see what we can do.
And, like, I guess that was, like, another thing, like, growing up with him, like, him making me not have embarrassment anymore.
Right.
I guess that's where that benefits, because in situations like that, I'm able to just roll with it.
I feel like I operate best in tense situations. Yes, I make horrible jokes in tense situations. Like, it's just, I guess, my
Yeah.
coping mechanism. But, like, I feel like I operate the best in those kind of, like,
Nerves
I'm standing
kill me,
up and
man.
everybody's looking. The only time here recently that something just got me, I got up to pray after he got baptized at church. I was dismissing everybody. And for some reason, I walked up there, everything just left me.
Right.
Like, I had something planned out to say. It just all left me. You're talking like a 30-second prayer, too. Like,
Yeah.
Don't you hate it whenever, like,
And I want it to be real special, because it's a big day for him,
Right.
But, yeah, I got up there and lost it. I was like, what just happened? I don't get, like, this way.
sometimes being put on the spot can be uncomfortable because, like, the audience you have, like, such as what I'm about to say, definitely Thanksgiving. Like, it'll be like, we'll be in this big Thanksgiving dinner, and my mom will, like, go to me, like, to say the prayer, and basically it just has to come off the dome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want it to be, like, not too short, but not too long, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I
But see, I grew up in a Baptist church, so it's like, Jesus, pray over this food, amen, then you're done. Like, just like 2 seconds. So that was kind of like what I delivered for Trent, because I had a big meal planned out afterwards. But, my best friend just got baptized, and it was a big moment for him. I think I made it up. I wrote him a little sweet letter in his Bible that he gave him. I think I might put a little red on them cheeks when he read it. He might have been blushing.
There was no red on my cheeks because it took me 25 minutes to read your
It was like,
ungodly
oh, stop
handwriting. Look,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. This man writes in nothing but cursive ever since we learned
I
it
bet
when we
it's
were
me
in
too.
grade school. And like you can look at the notes or some of his notes and stuff that he's got in here, but oh my god, it's just like.
Dude,
That's all right.
But-
it looks like the handwriting of my social studies teacher.
But like,
Talking about, like, dude, you, man.
like
Some
most
teachers
people,
get up there and like,
most people can't read it, and
I can't write cursive. I forgot what grade we were, like, required to know cursive, but, like, they dismissed it, and I totally
See,
missed
that's
on
how we
cursive.
were. We were supposed to learn cursive in third
Our
grade.
seventh
year
They
grade
dismissed it,
teacher,
didn't
our 7th grade teacher demanded that we learned it.
Yeah, because she told us, she was like, this is a life skill you're going to need, She was like, you need to learn this.
Like, on my driver's license, dude, it's freaking print. Like, it's so sloppy, dude. I swear. It looks like a 2-year-old just went up there. It's definitely, like when you're in the, you're over there getting your driver's license and signing it. It's so hard to sign your name on that pad. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, it was,
Like that
it's
electronic
horrible.
pad.
It's horrible. I got pulled over the other day, and the cops roasted my signature. Like, it was bad, dude.
Oh, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, I have one of the worst signatures you'll ever see in your life. Like, you'll look at my signature and then you'll look at a doctor's and you'll be like, this is good handwriting. His signature sucks.
Chicken scratch.
Yeah. Because, like, I don't, like, whenever I do my cursive, my, like, signature, it's not, like, my cursive handwriting and my signature are two completely different things. But I'll tell you what, I've never got to worry about somebody forging my signature because it's a cluster.
So did you put your whole name on your
I
driver's
put
license?
Trenton J. Bates. I
Whenever
don't
you
ever,
hold this up and show each
Mine
other,
is my initials.
cover up the back and don't let that camera see.
Dude, really? Honestly?
Like that's. I mean,
Okay, I'll tell you what's interesting about whenever I went up there. Because whenever I went up there to get my driver's license, it was peak COVID.
This is me attempting to do cursive.
Oh yeah, that's solid.
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah, my,
Look at that.
ooh.
Yeah, no. That's,
See, like, my driver's license is a little folded. It got run over by a forklift, just like I did. But,
Well,
that's
when I went
gorgeous.
up there, it was peak COVID time, and my
Yes,
mom
it's-
couldn't go in with me. So I went in there, and I'm 16. I just turned 16 on my birthday. So they asked me, "Do you want to be an organ donor?" And I said, "Sure."
Yeah.
My mom freaked out.
Yeah.
She's like, "They won't even try to save you. They'll cut you open."
I know. That's
And I
what-
was like,
I'm so sketchy about that too. Like,
I was like, well,
Yeah, I
guess-
was like, wait, I could do something good for somebody. I'm an organ donor.
Yeah, I was like, I
and
can
then
help.
and then I got to thinking about it. I was like, wait a minute.
I
This
need
means
those.
that if I'm in a ditch somewhere, they're just gonna be like, well, he's basically got a DNR. Throw him in the cooler.
yeah. Hey, he's young. Those are healthy organs.
oh, those are healthy. Fresh meat, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like honestly.
Until they look at my family's medical records, and they're gonna be like, wait a minute, that's probably already got some diabetes in it, got some blood pressure problems. We just need to get rid of
What
that.
about that thing where it's like an option to donate your body to science or something?
No, there's no
Dude,
way.
I play
do that.
BitLife, and in BitLife, instead of planning like a funeral for your wife or whatever, you can just donate her to science for free. Like if you're poor, bro, just give them money
Yeah.
to science. They did the body.
I done that in BitLife. I was just like, look, I'm broke.
I've done some real sketch things in BitLife.
You ever
I
played
mean, it's-
BitLife?
Yeah.
Dude, it's fun.
It's fun.
addicting though.
Yeah.
They had
Phone
this,
game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, they've had this new update come out. It's a business update. Like all.
Is it like where you collect coins and stuff?
No.
No.
No, it's straight up
No.
business. You run a business.
Yeah.
Yeah, you make a little character, and there's a button in the middle. You age up, and the rest of them you can either once you get certain ages, you can do certain things. Like once you get to like 16, you get a girlfriend, whatever. All that, all
So
that
it's
shit.
like Sims.
Kind of like Sims,
almost,
except
but
like you don't see the characters walking around.
you just
it's
see
just
the
a
icons
feed.
of their head. And it's just like a feed, and it's pretty fun. It's addicting.
There's a mafia one in there. Joining the
is?
Oh,
mafia.
I think I've seen that one like one of those ads or something.
Yeah.
Well, I got it thanks to him because I was bored on the vacation we took.
You can even be the president of the United States. I've only won it once, and
Is that like
tried.
the gold prize? or
No,
something?
no, there is no
No,
goal or
there's so
nothing.
many
It's
different
just
things
like,
you can do.
So
You
you
can do
keep going
anything
higher and higher.
yeah, it's just like
Whenever you
Get the
die, if you
wackiest
leave your
ending you
money,
can.
whenever you die, you can leave your money in your will to say your youngest child, so you got more time. So whenever your character dies, you're playing as your child, but you got all of your money from
So
before.
it just goes on generation to generation.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Like I have like 52 generations from when I made my first character last year. Yeah, everybody
You
died.
be grinding, dude.
No, bro, I used to play the crap out of that game.
You
Used to.
don't got an Xbox PS4.
I do have an Xbox.
What you be playing?
Maybe recently we really been playing anything, but we
Yeah,
usually.
same, dude. I like work and school.
Yeah, it's just
Whatever.
school and doing this stuff, man. I'm telling you, it's just too much for me.
yeah.
But I love it,
It
Like,
does get in the way, though.
I mean, at nights and stuff,
And now at nights, you'll catch me playing something.
Yeah, like we'll play
Weekends, those.
We've been playing GTA
a
and
little bit of GTA,
Red Dead.
I've never really played Red Dead.
Dude, Red Dead's such a good
That's
game.
great.
It's
I've
was
played
kinda
the story.
stalker, but I've never
I've played
played
the
it.
story through 7 times, 65 hours to get through.
It's
it.
a 65-hour storyline.
Base, 65-hour base.
game time.
Like,
So it's like longer than
I've
Skyrim.
played through it 7 times.
It's on par with Skyrim.
Yeah, it's huge. It's so good though. It's,
Literally the
Skyrim is
only,
literally like a whole universe.
I know.
Yeah.
There's
So's
like
Red Dead.
endless, Like, it's crazy.
Oh, there's endless endings to Red Dead, just like there is Skyrim.
Yeah,
Like,
there's 4 different endings so you can get.
Connor's
And,
got all 4 of the
I've
endings.
done all 4 of them, and then I do my favorite. I've done my favorite one 3 times, just because I don't know. Like that game's so good to me. Like,
Well, the only game I can think of off the top of my head that is straight gameplay that beats out Red Dead is Elden Ring.
Oh, dude, that game has a pretty like special audience. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
usually when somebody says they play Elden Ring, they're like 35. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like the guy that works in the yard at Ace Hardware. That's not Trent. What's going on? Why do you like Elden Ring more than Red Dead? What's
I'm
going
gonna
on?
put it out there. Like I grew up playing Skyrim. I played the
I
Dark
mean,
I
Souls
did too.
games.
It's just a cowboy game. I was like,
It's Cowboy, man. Come on.
I played the Dark Souls games, and don't get me wrong, I love Red Dead, but like, I don't know. There's something about like it's even with Red Dead and GTA. It's just both of them. There's only so much you can do,
Right.
but like in that game, it's just like Skyrim. It's just like the Dark Souls games. Like it's open world. You can just kind of do whatever. There's nothing. And like I'm a goal person. I want to beat this boss, which ends up turning into me getting very very angry and just shutting everything off. And leave it.
Man, I remember playing Skyrim. I'm actually playing Skyrim again. I just downloaded it.
I wish that game was online, dude. We could tear some chickens up, bro. Turn out killing them.
I'm like a level 160 right now. If I went online, I would be lost.
I'm trying to grind Modern Warfare 2, dude. I just got no time for it. Everybody else is already level 55 and stuff. I'm like, man.
I'll be honest with you, probably not even gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now.
It's
I'm
really a
gonna
copy
get
paste of Modern Warfare.
Every like Call of Duty style game I've ever had. If it had zombies, I played the crap out of it. If it didn't, I played it for like 2 weeks.
I heard MW2 or Modern Warfare 2, the one's gonna have zombies in it. I don't know why. Since it's modern. It's modern. It's not like this.
Yeah, Black Ops.
Yeah, no. I seen like a trailer for it. It looked pretty dope, but nothing beats Black Ops 2.
Well, I tell you what. Have you ever seen the game Escape from Tarkov?
Who?
There's a game called Escape from Tarkov.
Escape from Tarkov.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Go ahead, buddy.
I'm trying to quit hacking up his lungs.
Dude,
Still
It's that weather, man. I tell you what, I call Papa Lung every morning. I get up.
Yeah. I wake up like it feeling like somebody's packed dirt up in my nose.
You kidding?
But like you get dropped in this world, and like it's just like a scavenge type game, and then you just got to try to It's like a battle royale, but like also like a scavenger type game. It's a little.
It's kind of like Ark.
No, not like Ark.
Trent played the crap out of Ark.
I know a lot of people who do, man.
I wasn't a big fan.
They're
of
a
it.
different breed.
They're a different
No,
breed.
I
Like,
am.
I'm just not one
I'll
of them.
take-
Like,
I'll tell you
I'll
what.
grind Minecraft, but I will not
I've
touch
never
Ark.
played Minecraft.
Well, the thing is, I'm not good at Ark. That's why I never.
Which
Let me
seemed
tell
like,
you what you're missing out on,
I
buddy.
grew up playing what I wasn't supposed to. If y'all know the game Duke Nukem Forever?
Yes.
Yes.
I grew up playing that.
You play.
I played that, dude. Oh my God, I was having the time of my life.
I
I'm not
bet.
gonna talk about it because we're on YouTube. We gotta take the time out. But still, it was a game. It was good.
Yeah, dude,
game
that game
to
was.
say the least.
That was the GTA before GTA could even be GTA.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Exactly. That was the GTA before like San Andreas got big.
Right.
You had Doom and then you had Duke Nukem.
Dude,
Yeah.
oh, dude, that was the man, dude. Oh, dude.
Duke Nukem was a good one.
I love his
It was
catchphrase.
cool because, like, the way you made him stronger, I think you had to take some steroids to make his ego bigger.
Really?
That's how you powered up. Like,
That's dude, that's funny.
Basically.
it was so great, dude.
Yeah, but with Minecraft. So you said you never played. That's crazy. Last year we had this kind of big server. We started out. We built this city.
Which the
and,
boy's still paying for, by the way.
Yeah.
You
I
pay every month for that thing to still be up.
ran for president. We had an election. Me and him ran against each other for president. I won. I was mayor, whatever. We had like this whole plot line that was just going out. It was crazy. Like that was a good time of my life.
He didn't let me in on it then, but I did figure out later in the line that it was very, very corrupt, and I was like,
Oh, it was
Dude,
very
there was
corrupt.
TNT under the whole town, and any time I was gonna blow it up.
Yeah. I never really understood it. I mean, I've seen a lot of people play. I mean, I went to a buddy's house. He'd be playing it, and I'll hop on. I don't even want. I had
Just
no
go around-
idea what
just
I
walk
was
around
doing.
and punch
Just
'em.
walking around, just punching pigs and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't
Hey,
know what the heck I was
don't
doing.
punch pig.
hey man,
Punch pig. Punch pig.
Yeah, that's what everybody calls
Yeah.
it.
Piggy, pig,
Pig.
pig.
Just
don't ask me where I
PIG.
got it. I have no idea.
We call his dad Pig Poppy.
That's probably.
I
Pig
give
Junior.
no. I give his dad the nickname Pig Poppy. While we were going,
I tried calling him Hog, but then everybody was no Pig Poppy. I want to say Hog. You see Hog walking around. Get some respect.
I mean, all
Pig
kinda
Poppy,
sounds
you're like, what kind of Peppa Pig crap's this? But
Hog kind of sounds like that one biker you don't want to run into.
so Sleesh, tell me, you're like a cloud god though, right? Like,
Oh God. I don't know, man.
does that kind of tie in with like the whole hype man?
I am a hype man. I will hype you up.
everybody knows this guy though. You say
Yeah.
Young Sleesh, Christian Morales, whatever everybody calls him, they're like, I know him.
Yeah. Some people. Oh, dude, it's like I've been to some functions before, like like some bonfires and whatnot. They'll
Yeah.
come up and be like, "Yo, you Sleesh?" I'm like, "Yeah, man."
How you know me?
Yeah, like, oh yeah.
I think it's pretty cool because I feel like I met you before that point.
Yeah.
Probably.
I met Young Sleesh.
Young Sleesh.
Young Sleesh.
So you're making music, right? Like you've made some tracks.
I don't
I've-
know if that's serious, but
I've listened to one of them.
Uh-huh.
I think it was about moms.
moms. I think yes.
Yeah, more than likely.
Just say it the nice way, moms.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Something
that
like
kind of ties in with the older women make better loving.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it.
No, dude,
Hey.
it's just a fact.
You go to the nursing home, it's no different sign
Hey,
up for
man,
Tinder.
we got standards around here, man.
All right, let's see. We ain't going to the nursing home
Well,
unless she's rich.
so obviously we talked about TikTok, and like I've seen your TikToks, and most of them are blown up. What's the secret? Like,
There's really no. Well, actually, I can tell you something that can help. Just spam the crap out of some hashtags.
yeah, like I said, I've been like looking at it and studying it. That
Yeah.
seems to be what the kicker is.
Yes, the hashtags will help. You know, yeah, just hashtag for you page, hashtag hey, you really want to kiss her butt. I love TikTok. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
stuff like that, man. Just I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, honestly, I was kind of surprised. My first video that blew up. I think I got like 65K or something. I was like, oh my gosh, like what? And that was on my old account. But
Yeah.
R.I.P. that old account.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yep, rest in peace in the books right there. Gone.
But like, yeah, this is crazy and wild. I mean, you see somebody from just a small town, you see them kind of blowing up a little bit.
I mean, what Parsons got? How many people in it? Probably 15,000.
Whoa, no,
No,
that's
it's
no,
way
dude,
smaller
that's
than
like,
that, dude.
Parsons
Well, like, I'm
probably
just saying,
has-
like,
y'all
Decatur.
y'all are about the
Pro-
same as us.
Well, Decatur County probably has at least like, I don't know, 5, 6K, maybe. I don't know, something.
No,
Yeah, but
Decatur's
Parsons
bigger
itself.
than Perry County.
Perry's got-
Well, I don't know. It's just,
Perry
we
County's
don't have a
got-
lot of people, but we got quite a bit. You
Perry
feel me?
County's got like 8,000 people.
8,000, maybe even 9 now. People.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's wild for me to see that. And like, you know, we was talking about earlier. You said like people putting you down kind of for
Yeah.
doing dance or like just
Yeah.
in general, and like does anybody ever like put you down or just like not like you, have any animosity toward you because of like your ethnicity?
I have had some comments on it before, but I'm not the kind of guy to put myself down over it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'd strike back, and they wouldn't like it because I would talk about their mom. But you know,
Maybe mention her in a song.
make their blood boil just a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Get under the skin just enough.
Just send them the one song and just be like, I mean, just say,
I think
to
I
me,
think what it
that's-
is. What?
That's fair.
Yeah, I think what it is like they see that I don't care,
Yeah.
yeah,
and they like their goal is to try to get under my skin.
yeah.
And they see that I don't care, like, oh snap, this ain't working. Like, what do I
Yeah.
do? You can't do that. Like,
It's
crazy.
yeah.
But like, so anybody like just like, oh, I don't like you because you're Mexican.
I do have this one. I don't know. He's
You don't have to name drop anybody,
No,
but it's just
no,
like a certain
he's-
circumstance.
he has his standards of race. He does, preferably white, Caucasian. But he's nice to me. You know, he might slip up and say, a few, Mexican jokes here and there, but I strike back and say some jokes at him. So.
Like, do you ever feel like that those jokes are like meant, like targeted at you,
Sometimes
or like
I
is it
do.
just like a friendly joke?
That's how I like to keep it. I like to
Yeah.
keep it. Oh yeah, it's probably a friendly joke, but he might have meant it.
Yeah.
But I kind of laughed it off, and it was just
Yeah.
that's the end of that. So.
Like if I'm close with somebody or something like that, like I can make a joke.
Oh no, dude. Yeah, it's
Yeah, but like 9 times out of 10, you got to be real careful about that.
Yeah.
It's kind of like walking on glass. It's just a little.
Because sometimes they're serious, and you strike back at them, and they take
Yeah.
it personal, and they're like,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
You never know what kind of day somebody might have had either.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
You don't know them like that. You probably probably not a smart.
Like
idea.
if you're not just like close with them, then it can be a sketchy game to play.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
does everybody in Parsons call Parsons P-Town?
P-Town.
Is
Well,
that
yeah, I'd say so. Some
Because
people
I've heard
just
it. I've heard it. Yes or no. You know, because I understand Lexington is L-Town.
L-Town.
Which why would you want to call yourself L-Town? That's just
Yeah.
and then obviously you got Jackson the J,
Yeah.
or Little Memphis, whatever.
Memphis, the M,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, Lexington has gangs, right? You know, I've seen it, and
Dope.
let me tell you the story. The first time that I
Throwback.
realized that maybe Lexington was about it, I knew this kid. He I won't say his name, but like I knew him. We knew each other. We snapped back and forth, just kind of
Personally?
talk. And like I thought, oh, he's just a wannabe little thug.
Right.
I was in Lexington one day delivering donuts to my cousin. He just got off work. He come picked him up. While I was waiting for him in the Walmart parking lot, he seen my truck, my buddy. He pulled up, and he's got like these two little kids with him in the front. And he gets out of his truck, and I get out and we start talking. He snaps his fingers, said, "Hey yo!" He snapped his fingers, said, "Get in my truck and drive it around for about 15 minutes." This grown man was laying in the back of his bed of his truck, got up out of it. He looked cracked out, like he was like in his 40s, like he was older, and he stood up out of the bed of the truck, jumped in the driver's seat, drove around for 15 minutes on the dot.
Come back and picked him up, didn't
You know how weird that was? When I got back in my truck, I thought, I just actually met like a thug, like an actual, like he literally just commanded this man like, hey yo, do this.
Yeah.
Got
Like,
up and went and did it.
A guy probably a little older than you.
He was showing me all of
man
his.
what to do.
He was showing me all of his, because we were talking about like boxing, fighting, and stuff. And in the time I was into it, he showed me all the scars on his knuckles. And I was like,
All
Oh, yeah,
He's a
pretty
back.
crazy background.
yeah, he did.
right. Speaking of, we need to talk to him again.
Yeah, I ain't talked to him in forever.
Oh, yeah, y'all locked in. You got his contacts. And,
Yeah,
Oh,
I got his number.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got his number. Yeah, but as far as that goes, I try to
got-
stay out of
you
like
got his number,
Lexington,
Finley?
and I try to stay out of
You know who we're talking about,
Cornwall,
don't you?
especially.
Yeah.
You ever been to
I know what we're
Cornwall?
talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched somebody get gutted in a
Oh,
bathroom
yeah,
in Cornwall when I was in 7th grade.
Yeah. Whenever we went to the fair, a guy got shanked.
Shanked, like he not even just shanked, he got stabbed and then rip
Yeah.
up.
Oh, yeah.
Was it gang affiliated or was it just?
We
I don't know, but
I think
it was so hard to get out of that bathroom because there's so many people going crazy. That same
You
night,
witnessed it.
this boy, and I thought he was just talked to, and he was like, my gang.
he was a
You could
boss.
see the straps on his friends wearing them little skinny jeans. You could see like the bulge where the gun was, and they come up to one of my buddies from Cornwall, and they were like, "Hey yo, they said if you don't come in that bathroom and we fight, we'll kill you, whatever." So I told him, I said, "Get out of here." I was like,
Yeah.
"You don't need to be here."
Yeah.
They come up to us and they're threatening us and telling us, "Get him here," blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't know where he is. You know, obviously, I ain't gonna rat my buddy out. I ain't gonna say he's home because they know where he lives. They're at the fair and he's home safe. Well, eventually the main guy who had the problem, he come up and talked to me, and he was like, "Look, I just want to talk to him." He's like, "I want to settle it. I don't want to have no problems." So I called him. His mom drops him off back at the fair and give him a box cutter and said, if anything went south, you gut him. And so here comes that guy. He's got a cigarette in his mouth. He walks up, dabs him up. They make up, whatever. Later that night, that guy got tased. He got jumped and then got tased.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
One night in Hornwall. was
like
enough
see,
for me.
like we were like after our buddy and him kind of cleared everything up between them. We were talking to him and stuff, and then they went behind like the pool house to wrestle, and I don't know why, but I just got like this
Trenton
gut
didn't
feeling.
go. He was like, I just got a bad feeling about it. So
I was
back
like,
there wrestling.
I was like,
with him.
look, dog, I'm not going out there, and I propped up on like a light pole that was right there, and all of a sudden there's about 14 guys, like every one of them are like 6'3" or bigger. I mean, built, broad at the shoulders, biceps as big as my head, and I'm just like, ooh. So I call him. I'm like, yo, grab you, whoever else, get the hell out of there. I was like, go.
Yeah, he called me, and I was like, why? He said, go. And I was like,
Connor,
okay.
I was like, Connor, no questions, go.
Yeah, I was like, why? And he was like, go, just go. And so I went, and then I started walking by this whole gang of people. And then they got in a fight or whatever. They tased the guy, and they tased the other guy that was jumping him. They tased that guy who was fighting him, missed him with one prong, hit that dude with 3. He got shot by 3, and then they both got arrested. Yeah, it was definitely a crazy
It was an
night.
adventure.
Well, I ain't really told a lot of people that. So,
I don't even remember where I was during all this.
well, this was our. We was in 7th or
No,
8th
we
grade.
were like 8th grade.
We was in 8th grade.
8th grade or freshman year.
Yeah,
So I would
it's-
have been at the fair, but maybe not the same night.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think we went on like a Friday night or something.
This was before I even knew Finn. That'd have been 8th
Yeah.
grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff's crazy, man. World's wild.
Yeah.
I guess I should have picked up on the fact that night that maybe these people claim they're about it. Maybe they actually are about it.
Some of them may be about it.
And now I kind of look at it with more caution. I kind of laugh on Parsons, but I do know it's kind of serious over there.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe not as serious as these other places, but I do know
No,
it
it's
is.
really a whole bunch of wannabes. And
See, that's why
mess-heads.
I know it's just about. But there are those few people. You had Sonny just recently just got arrested for putting a chrome in somebody's dome. That's horrible. But yeah,
I tell you what, speaking of Parsons, there's a few people over there that aren't very fond of the three of us.
Oh no.
obviously no names, but yeah, we're not liked.
I probably said some things that shouldn't have been said, and somebody was trying to get someone else to set me up to get jumped. See, luckily the guy that was being asked to set me up,
They were asking me to set him up.
yeah.
You know.
Well, I didn't want to say that, but
And obviously, I'm not going to set him. That's my boy. I was thinking,
Yeah.
no, I was leading him on. I was texting him. I was like, yeah. I was thinking maybe we set Trenton up, right? And just right at the moment of time. Here comes us and the cavalry, and then lay the smackdown. But then I realized probably not a good idea, anyways.
yeah,
No.
probably not a good idea. Because I was like, I know none of the people that were like wanting to jump me. I was like, none of them are going to actually have the kahunas to do something, like pull out a gun or nothing. But then again, at the same time, I was like, yeah, wait.
It's a risky game, anyways.
Yeah,
I
I was about to say
Shouldn't-
that's dancing with the devil pretty close, because he was talking to me about it. He was like, "Do you think we should do this?" And at first I was like,
At first we were both down, and then it was like, probably not.
at first we were both like, "Bet, let's do it," because I was like, Finn will ride with me. It'll just be the two of us.
Right.
And then I got to thinking about it, and I was like, wait a minute. There's gonna be two of us and
No telling
probably
how many of them.
like 14 to 20 of them. I was like, this could go south in a hurry.
I mean, I can handle.
I mean, I was
my
going to
own,
lead
not
the cavalry,
Yeah.
obviously. Like, pull in with like 8 trucks packed full of people.
But like, I can hold my own on one.
I can hold my own, but not 6 people. Like,
Yeah,
that's
I was
not
about to say,
No,
like,
that's just
And that's just tomfoolery.
real, dude.
I ain't no martial artist or nothing like that. I ain't Jackie Chan.
Me neither.
I was about 3 off a black belt, but that was back in the days when I was flexible, and I'm not that anymore.
No, that was right after. That was about 2 months after you had your shoulder surgery too.
I know. That
Like
was,
he
that
just
was,
got out of sling. Just got out of a sling.
Just got out. Yeah, tore my rotator cuff.
Oh, snap.
16 years old, tore my rotator cuff.
He's
I don't
laid
know.
up. He's
I don't
laid
know.
up in a sling for a little while there.
I was. It was
Yeah.
pretty rough.
Well, like he was in his house for like a day and a half, and I got a call. He was like, "Dude, get me out of this house," because like none of us really just stay home. We're either working somewhere, doing something with one of the
Or we're doing
others.
something like this.
Yeah. But like he called me, he was like, "Dude, I've got to get out of this house." He said, "I've sat in this recliner for like 37 hours. I've got to go."
Right.
I've got to get up.
So it took a little bit of convincing, but we convinced his mom. We just went over to Walmart. Like I literally just drove to his house, picked him up, drove to home on Walmart. We walked around in there like 2 idiots for about an hour, and then got some food and went back.
Wouldn't trade it for the world, though. I could not have sat in that recliner another minute.
Like he was texting me the whole time, "Drive faster,"
Oh man.
and I'm going through the middle of Linden the whole time. Like,
And
I could drive faster, but there's cops.
and unfortunately, like, he caught Trenton. Because I just wasn't in the picture, man.
Right.
Wasn't in the picture
I
at
was,
the moment.
I was in a pretty serious relationship, and I was gonna ask you about maybe your past with relationships, and maybe if you're in one.
Oh, good job.
I got one kicker for you. I was like, have you had that one breakup where you thought the world was just over?
Yeah, man, that was oh man, I was younger, man. It was back when I was a certified lover boy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, hey,
Certified.
Certified lover boy.
certified.
Maybe I always give those to
Absolutely.
him.
Yes. sir.
No, man, this was back when be nice with her, open the door, buy her flowers, you know what I'm saying, have her mom and dad like you and stuff, like
You kind of
that.
just explained
It
it.
just kind of like, it just never worked out, man. Like,
Never does.
and this one time, I got let on, and I just kept on believing it, man. I tell you what, I just kept on believing it. And comes to find out, she's already with another guy and just basically ghosted me. I'm just over here just
Put in all that effort.
yeah, off
For
for
nothing.
nothing,
Just
man.
throwing it at a wall.
And that's almost what kind of like made me just kind of be like, yeah, screw it. You know what I mean?
Oh, same.
Yeah, like I'm not the same as I was before.
Me neither, man.
A man goes out trying, and it's like nice guys always finish last. No point.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
No point.
No point at all.
So you're definitely not in a relationship right now.
No, I don't plan to
Hey,
be on it
me
either.
neither.
I don't either.
No,
I don't know.
it's almost as like I know it's like reverse psychology. It's so freaking weird, man. They like the opposite of what is supposed to be done.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
What is
know
that?
I mean?
I don't understand it.
Right. Toxicity.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm
Every
sure.
time too. It's
Absolutely.
yeah. I mean, there's that slim, that's not the case, but it's just rare.
Yeah.
It is. And my parents just raised me different. Like I
Yeah.
can't.
No, I got raised. I mean, y'all probably don't know my mom, but she
I know
raised me
your
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
She raised me right and stuff. But not in this generation.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's
all that old school parenting might work. All that old school what's it called, advice about relationships and stuff like that.
And I tell you what,
It- it would've
that's
worked-
why I
it
just
worked
need
for our
myself an
parents.
older woman.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Cougar hunter, certified.
Absolutely. They're the ones that appreciate that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're tired of all the games and you know what I'm saying.
They
went through
appreciate
life,
when you do the dishes, you hold the door,
Absolutely.
you make their
and
bed,
you mow the lawn.
and you mow the lawn,
I love my
and you fix the appliances in the house when they break.
I like mowing the lawn on my own time. That's my problem. I want to mow it when I want to mow it, not when I'm told to mow it.
Right.
I used to do that for a job, man. Mowing is very
Oh, I
therapeutic.
did. I did it when I worked at that fabrication shop.
You know, there was a time when I paid this guy to mow my lawn. I just didn't have the time.
Right.
I just paid him to mow my lawn.
Speaking of relationships, dude, you're 18. You're
Yeah.
18.
No.
You got
I don't
Tinder? You got Tinder?
I'm 17.
No.
Oh man, first time.
What if we match? What if I get it and we match? We're gonna go on a date or
You on a
what?
date? Where you gonna take me though?
I was hoping you'd take me somewhere, maybe Village Pizza and get some
Village
good
Pizza.
pizza.
Hey, shout out to y'all. Listen, no, Tinder's great, man. It's like I don't even know how to explain it. It's just a great app. My first time.
My brother actually met his wife on Tinder.
My first time meeting up with
Really?
this
Yeah.
chick. She's from Medina. Not gonna mention any names, but anyways, she's 21, and this was a little bit after I turned 18. And she said she wanted to hang out at the Slide and Ride in Jackson. Like it's like a club / bar.
Yeah.
And we went over there and stuff like that. She went with her friend, and I went with a few of my buddies. And it was so weird because we were just chopping it up on the text and stuff. But she's one of those people that are like kind of shy, like in person. I went up to her, I'm like, hey.
Big game behind the phone. But
Yeah, big game behind the phone, but no game in real life. Anyways, I go up to her, I'm like, hey, and she's like, hey, how you doing? I was like, we get the chopping up, and I was like, what are you doing tonight? She's like, well, I don't think nothing. And things went on. She lives in Medina, and that's where we went. And I didn't let my buddies know I left the club, and they were trying to look for me, and my mom was spamming my phone.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
And
about.
that was actually the first time I had the great experience,
Yeah, older woman.
But it was worth it though, it was worth it.
is that one of the ones that kind of showed you a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah.
So you messing with anybody like now? Like name drop. Just like it's curiosity. Like,
I mean, I talked to a few people, you know what I'm saying, but like.
nothing heavy. Nothing.
Yeah, like I'm one of them.
Oh,
Ooh.
Rich.
Wait. Rich has been thrown in. Hold up a minute.
No, but
Oh, I thought you just no.
Oh, come on.
I thought you about like talking on the phone. You gotta talk to him another day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
I don't really even like look for it. And I feel
No.
like that's what attracts it.
Don't blame me either.
Like you're like basically if you're not interested, they're like, oh, I want to chase after
I
that.
feel like it's not that I'm not
Oh,
interested.
yeah,
I feel like I
dude,
just
for
don't
real.
have time.
Yeah.
I don't have
I got
time.
this one person. She's like obsessed with me. I don't know how to describe it. The more I try to like push away and be like, because like she texts me every day, and I just hit her back with a LOL.
Yeah.
Just being dry as can be. And she's over here just going crazy, talking about
Yeah.
her day and going on rants and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. Don't get that energy
Ooh.
back.
Not
Just
sure.
don't talk to 'em.
Not sure, man.
Hey, wait, what is it? November 19th? Boys, I got a little something. It's been a year since I've had that blue truck. to the day.
Trent absolutely totaled out this white Colorado. He destroyed it.
Yeah, at like 6:30 in the morning going to school.
So
Turp Pit 1, White Truck 0.
Trent's been driving officially for a year safe now. His first year driving safe.
Not Church Pit 1, Church Wall 1.
It didn't bake it. It was a rough curve. Like you said, these curves were bad coming up here. This road is
straight.
It did not help.
No, like they say this is a curve. No, this is a right
might
turn,
as well be
like nearly a U-turn.
going 30 on it feels like you're going 70.
It did not help that you had them big old tires on that thing just caught traction just
No,
He hit an embankment.
it is slicker and snot. Is just is bad mixture.
You never heard that one?
Man, that's just tough.
Slicker than a mink's hind end.
Gee-wee.
What the?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, man, but you've done a lot of stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
Who's been like your number one supporter through all of it? Like through your TikTok, through your dancing, through like just everything you do.
Actually, you'd be surprised, but when I told my mom I'm going to be on this podcast, she was like, almost as like if I won the lottery. Like she was so excited for me. Like she was so supportive. I was like, oh my goodness. But other than that, like everything, like my mom is like my main supporter.
Yeah.
That's always good.
But,
man.
hey, that's pretty sick.
Like
Man.
she supports me through everything, man. You know, not through the troubles I've been through at school. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I mean,
Hey, no, actually, she's actually been on my side at school whenever I got in trouble.
Yeah.
And it was bullcrap because one kid got more punishment than I did, even though we did the same thing.
My dad wasn't on my side, and he was the one in there, and I got thrown in detention. It's whatever.
That's a little rough.
Oh man.
He takes
Wow.
his job real serious.
I really don't care. It couldn't bother me, but
He does do
I
a
mean,
good job.
it's just.
that's good that she's your number one supporter. You know? Like
Absolutely.
you always got her.
Love you, Mom.
We love you too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we from the Perry County podcast. We love you,
Big
and
hearts.
we're glad that you raised this guy to come
Big
on.
hearts.
Hey, yeah.
So what in go? What's like your dream career, man? Like what are you working towards?
My dream.
Maybe not what you're
So you're
working
going
towards,
to-
but like what would you want to do with the rest of your life? If you could choose right now, and like you'd do it for the rest of your life, what would it be, man?
Oh, I've had a few. I've thought about a comedian.
You'd be a pretty good.
That's about to say.
comedian. Honestly, oh my goodness, man.
There's a lot of things I feel like you could do,
It's
such a big
universal,
range, you know?
man.
especially when you got that mentality. You can do whatever you
Yeah.
want in front of people.
I don't know, but I think like dance has a big part to do with it. Something in that category. You know, something that I enjoy doing.
Kind of like going back to what we were talking about earlier, like you opening up your own. Have you ever thought about getting? Who'd you say you danced for again, Heather's?
Heather's that yes.
I mean, have you ever thought about just like asking her and being like, hey, you think I could come back and maybe help teach?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, she's down for. Like, I just got to work.
You just got. It's
Yeah.
hard for you, man, because you said you're going to TCAP.
TCAT, or Fujian, you know.
What are you going to
Yeah.
TCAP for?
Retail hospitality.
I got you.
Me and him are in industrial maintenance in
Yeah.
Linden.
Yeah, about 400 hours down the drain.
You boys been thinking about HVAC here recently?
No,
It's good money, but
No, that's good money, guaranteed job for the rest of my life.
yeah, but it's
You know,
just
college isn't for
the
everybody.
conditions
Yeah,
of
great
the
option.
job are really
I
not
actually
going to be the
went
same
from Jackson
ever.
State, from general studies. I was not good at it, and I transferred to TCAT.
Yeah, college just isn't for everybody.
I was about to say I took the easiest college class you can take, which is
History.
world history,
Yeah.
and I was like, no, that ain't for me. That ain't for me.
Like, man, U.S. history is where it's at.
Dude,
Anything else, I don't care what they were growing in a
I was
rice
about to
field
say,
30,
like, you can put me in a
500 years
Tennessee
ago.
history class, a U.S. history class, whatever,
I'm interested in that stuff.
and I'm chilling. You know,
It's dope, yeah.
I can run it all day, but you put me in world history where I'm learning about Egypt, stuff like that. I'm just like,
You got to study what kind of rice they grew like 3,500 years ago. You
yeah,
know,
and
who
I'm
cares?
just like,
How's that going to
Look,
help me?
How's that gonna? Yeah, like you're not gonna use that.
what does this benefit me in any way, shape, or form?
Yeah, they're just
You
teaching.
just have something to think about.
I
Like,
guess.
Yeah, I was about to say you give me something to ponder on while I'm in the shower or something, but
They're just teaching you to teach you at that point.
basically.
yeah, I was about to say, and I don't know. I think the way like the school in general is set up, it's not really like learn anything and use it. It's more of just taking information.
This is what you got to have to take a test at the end of the year.
Absolutely.
I want you to be able to tell me everything I just told you. Basically, I want to feed it to you and you regurgitate it to me.
They give you 9 weeks in personal finance, 9 weeks in economics. Don't you think they should be like a whole semester for each of them?
Yeah.
Because that's
Like-
kind of important stuff.
Important
but
classes.
they'll
like-
throw you in like English 4 for a whole semester. I've been talking it my whole life, you know.
I was about to say, that's unreal. Like, I'm gonna sit in an English class from the time I'm in the first grade till I graduate high school. So that's 12 years of English,
Yeah,
12 years of math, 12 years of
All that
science
stuff.
and history.
But then you look at what you need for the rest of your life.
All right, so like,
Same thing with algebra, dude. Like, who uses algebra?
Yeah.
And I don't,
like
who teach
unless
math.
unless you're going into certain fields, like you don't need English. You don't need you don't need English past like the 6th or 7th grade, honestly.
I mean, I was averaging a 98 in economics, and,
Yeah.
and I'm averaging a 98 right now in personal finance. He's got like a 96, but some of those people, they don't have that. They need more time.
I mean, it's common sense
Right.
to most people, but like for those people, it's not. You
The
know?
people that need it, and that's what they're going to need the rest of their life. I feel like that's pretty important.
I feel like you should.
You should know how to make a good budget. You know,
Yeah.
you should know how much you're making and what you can like leave a month with. You know, put in savings or retirement or even stocks.
Yeah. Know what to do with your money.
So you know, you're 19, right? You got any money in crypto or anything like that?
Nah, I've actually looked into it, but I just don't know really how to manage that, like how it really works. You know.
Okay, well,
Fair enough. I mean, that's
I've been buying it since I was 16.
Do what?
I've been buying it since I was like 16.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, heck
I got into Doge because our principal now, I used to work for him at the pizza place.
Yeah.
He told me, he was like, yeah, Doge is good right now. He said, and if it caps over $1, it'll probably stay. So you should buy into it now that it's at like 20 cents a share. So, you know, put $100 into it. It ain't bad. You know, got quite a bit of shares
About
of it.
500 shares or so.
About 500, you know, just like good amount of shares of it. It gets to 75 cents, and it crashed bad. And here I am just sitting there hoping, because Elon Musk is the guy who made it. He made Dogecoin.
Right.
He goes on Saturday Night Live for a bit, immediately crashed. Yeah, I didn't sell in time, so I actually just recently sold and got $16. I sold like $16 worth of it, and I think I lost some, but I put it in like 2 years ago, like a year or two ago, so it don't really matter. But I mean, it's pretty cool. I put money in. I made like 20 something cents off of Bitcoin. I don't really want to just
20 cents?
Yeah, just like the other day, because Bitcoin's like 16,000 a share, man. And there's people who bought like a crap ton of it whenever it was like 5 cents, you know.
Yeah.
But it definitely has tanked down. It was like 20,000. It was up pretty high last year when I bought Doge. I bought some shares of it off Cash App because I got on Cash App, realized you can make money from your friends just joining. Made $80. Bought that webcam right there with that $80 and a little extension for the USB ports, and then I had an extra 20, so I just put it in Dogecoin.
So you're just hustling just shares, man.
Yeah.
Dude, I was sitting at school and I was doing side hustles.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
I've learned that you can do the same thing with other cash, like, you know, payment apps. So I might just do that too. It's free money.
Right.
Why would you not?
Yeah. And I mean, you just got to think, you know, you're never.
And it's not like I'm just taking it and I'm like, oh, I have to have it. It's like, I can buy some cool stuff with it too.
Yeah, I mean, why
Wait,
not?
we got the
Extra
podcast
cash
going.
in your pocket
This is
ain't
a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, all right, you do it to me, I'll do it to you. I make 15, you make 15 or whatever, you know.
It's 10. Like, if you join off my code on Cash App, you get 10, I get 15.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, that's not bad.
Take 15 for everybody. I'm about to go to Thanksgiving, and I've seen you can see all your contacts, see if they got it. None of my aunts have Cash App. It's about to be a good Thanksgiving.
It's going to be a good
Which obviously,
Thanksgiving.
with this coming out, it's already past Thanksgiving. So I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving, you know.
Yeah, speaking of, by the way, I wanna lay something on some people right here. Why in the world do you put a Christmas tree up before Thanksgiving?
That is what I'm saying.
I want to know that.
What is
I'm
going
just
on?
saying, maybe it's because
I
I've been.
guarantee you, the look on his face, he's got a Christmas tree up.
Actually, no, my mom's more like the Grinch. She hates Christmas.
Okay, hey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's just so, like, stressful for her, you know what I mean? She just feels so much pressure having to buy, like, people gifts.
Because
and
not
all
only got to
that.
manage your normal monthly thing, you also got to have money to, you know, because you want to give stuff away to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's
It's
just
a whole ordeal.
very, very stressful.
And I don't know, maybe it's just my opinion because I've always been a bigger kid. I like food, probably a little more than I should like
I
food.
love Thanksgiving.
But like Thanksgiving is like my favorite holiday. It's top 3 by far, easily.
I've got a love-hate relationship with Thanksgiving. We go eat breakfast at like 6 o'clock in Milledgeville. You know where Milledgeville is, right? It's past Scotts Hill. It's like
I think I passed it before. I'm not really
Like down getting close to Savannah.
before you get to Adamsville. You ever been to Adamsville?
Yeah, I have.
It's before you get to Adamsville. It's a real small town. We go eat breakfast about 6 o'clock down there. So we wake up like 4 or 5 here and book it over there. Then we go to my papa's, and he don't believe in lunch, no matter what time of the year it is. So and everybody else, their family's from West Tennessee, but my mom married my dad and moved over here.
Right.
So we go to my papa's, and we just sit there. And we have the great Thanksgiving fast, as I like to call it. But you just sit there and you starve until dinner, and then you eat and you don't want to move. You want to die and lay on the floor, But
Yeah, what I've noticed about Thanksgiving in America, I mean, I'm born here, but my mom, like, she does it different. She, like, serves the food at night. I've noticed here that they have multiple dinners and do it really early, like 12. Like
yeah, like a lot of people eat like the lunch for their Thanksgiving dinner, but like for like our actual, all of our family comes together, it's not.
Is that not?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, yeah. Whenever we have Thanksgiving, dude, I think the last time we did a turkey was like 3 years ago, but dude, it's like a freaking Mexican buffet, dude. It's great.
So was your mom, was she born in America or was
No, she was born in Mexico, Reynosa, Tamaulipas. And that is a dangerous place for cartels. Yeah.
You don't want to go to
But
your mom's
I think she
hometown?
grew up in the safe spot, and we're not all the narcos and mafia dudes.
We're on the safer side of the city.
Right. It's basically like living in the suburbs of Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how old was she when she moved over here?
Shoot. Oh, God.
Just like a
When she went into like America, well, she
Yeah, like
had my
whenever
sister in Mexico. She was born,
Yeah.
and I think she came to America not too long after she had me, or after after she had me. It was about 03. Yeah.
okay. So she lived her like
So did she
her
moved straight
younger
to
years.
Parsons? Like, is that where she?
Yeah, because we've had
Like that's where y'all have lived for
we've
forever.
had, like, family here, kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they went back to their roots, but still.
Oh, just
Have
kicked
you
him
ever
out.
thought
So
about
y'all kicked him out?
Have you ever thought about going down there just like to see what it was like for your mom growing up, or
I've
like
never been to Mexico, man.
like
Like,
do you ever
plan-
want to
like,
go?
do you ever
Oh
plan
yeah,
to go?
definitely, most definitely, dude. Yeah, it's actually on my bucket list.
And how far are you on your bucket list?
Of things I'd want done.
Yeah.
Things you've done, things like you have done that you wanted to do that was on your bucket list. I mean, I'm sure you're probably far down there, right?
Well,
You booking it through the bucket list, or
yeah, like when I was younger, one of the top things was having a great experience with an older female.
Well, how about that?
Right,
bingo, got that one.
right.
Come on, you got Young Gravy out here.
Young Gravy, man, yeah, he's like the originator of
I
that.
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's gravy, baby.
It's like the Young Gravy of Tennessee right
Is
here.
he dating what's her name?
Sherry or
No,
something.
Addison.
Yeah.
Addison raised
Addison
mom.
Ray's mom, yeah.
It's Sherry Nicole or something
Yeah.
like
Yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. Something like that.
That's my boy, Young Gravy.
that. He's out here, man.
Everybody was listening to Betty, and I was like, dude, I've been listening to Young Gravy since Tampa Bay Bust Down.
I was about to say. Oh, speaking
Trenton
of
showed
that,
me that song.
Speaking of that song, I've got a story to go along with that song, but that can be a off podcast. You know what I'm talking about, Connor?
Most definitely.
Freshman year.
Yep.
Yep.
Wait, are you talking about whenever you went to?
Yeah.
Why not, man?
No.
Not yet. He's a
No?
little gun shy on this one. But
That story's something.
Trent Bates come telling me this wild story when we're freshmen, and I'm like looking at him like I don't even believe what he just said, but I can't comprehend it at the same time.
This is one of the first things I heard about this kid when I met him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll tell you when this ends. Not a lot of people know it, and I think that's it's been that way for years. So.
Yeah, it's been this way since we were freshmen, and it's almost been 3 years ago. March makes 3 years.
He still remembers the date. I mean,
No, I don't remember the day, but it was probably like a week before we got let out for the coronavirus.
Yeah, it was
Something
pretty
like that.
close,
It was
right
close.
before they canceled school. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, I was about to
That
say.
big break, dude.
Dude, that was so nice,
that
bro.
was
My
great.
freshman year. Ooh,
that
was your
saved
sophomore
me.
year, wasn't it?
That saved
Did
me
you
from
graduate
college.
last year?
2021.
Yes.
Yeah, last year.
Wait,
I'm horrible at math, dude.
May. Like, no.
no, he graduated 2 years.
I actually
Yeah,
well,
you graduated.
I didn't graduate with a certificate, but I graduated
Yeah.
before everybody, but not with a certificate.
Yeah,
I
you got
walked.
all your credits,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you walked later.
You know what's crazy?
Hmm.
I didn't even do community service.
Wow.
Them, yeah, they hooked me up.
Hey, that's what's up.
Hey, I'll tell you what though. I
cannot
could
say
probably.
the same.
Trenton Bates just had like 13 hours worth of community service in one day, more probably.
When at the
The
tractor
tractor
pull?
pull?
Oh, dude.
No, at the tractor pull, I got there at 7 o'clock that morning. I didn't leave till 12:45 that night.
That's what I'm talking about.
I've got 155 hours in one church over the span of 4 weeks.
Or hustling.
4 weeks.
Since we started high school, I've got 160 something now.
I can't tell you. I've never wrote any of mine down on paper, but I
That's
know I
just in
got a
that-
lot.
That's just in that church. When I was the president of skills, dude, 100 hours.
I didn't
least.
do skills. I never wrote papers for the skills community service.
Miss Dawn did.
Never
those.
wrote a single paper. for
Did-
my
did Miss Dawn
community
write it
service.
all?
I just
She
did it.
wrote all mine.
I just done it, man.
I don't know if she wrote
And you're over here
mine.
telling me you didn't do a single bit of it,
No, man, I just
and they just, hey, that's what
But yeah,
calm down, dude.
that's
Yeah,
what, that's what I'm talking about.
man, I was already busy. I didn't have no time for that.
He'd be rolling.
I was out there.
man's got places to be.
So you liking CCAT pretty good?
It's pretty good. I like it way better than Jackson State.
I gotta go use the bathroom real quick. I'll be back.
The other day, actually not like 2 days ago, they were having like this orientation. They were like bringing like different companies and schools in and stuff. And this lady from Jackson State, she asked me, she's like, what are you here for? Retail hospitality. And she's like, would you be like interested in going to Jackson State? I'm like, I've already been there. I've already went through it.
Already been.
I already went through it.
I've already went through it.
No, thank you, man. Like, it was one of those things.
Yeah, I like how like with our school. I don't know if they offered it over at Riverside or whatever. You can dual enroll like your junior year.
Yeah.
So me and him been
that
going.
opportunity, honestly.
Me and him have been going to TCAT. They take us there in the morning. So we only have 2 real high school classes this semester. This year, only got 1 real high school.
Yeah.
class. I'm at that school for lunch, 1 class, and then I got work-based learning. He does too, and we just leave.
Right.
Leave
Just
early.
out. I mean, that's free money in my pocket right there.
Oh, yeah, them scholarships would be hitting for real.
But like, yeah, honestly, just paying that little fee for TCAT compared to
Compared to the big old
be a,
college.
ni- be a nice little check.
Scholarships covered my, tuition for TCAT.
Yeah.
So
They're pretty sick. Yeah, I mean TCAT's not hard at all.
No, it's
Especially what we do. I don't know what you do if it's hard or not, but we sit kind
Yeah.
of. It's kind of boring. You just sit behind the
mine is
computer.
absolutely
Like
boring,
it's
dude.
so boring.
That's why I had to watch the Perry County podcast to keep me awake.
not. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
You're making me blush over here.
No,
shit.
seriously, I was in class watching the Perry County podcast, dude.
He posted up
Absolutely.
too.
Yeah, I posted it up Snapchat.
How many views did you get on your stories, man?
I think I got like
500,
600, something like that.
pretty good.
Yeah.
I figure you got like 2,000.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm over here.
I mean, I might have like more friends than that, but just people who really just view my stories about 500, 600.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I mean, that's
I
still
do
pretty
really
good numbers.
appreciate y'all
Yeah.
you posting us up, man.
Yeah, you do.
And anybody watching it hasn't seen us up before and come here before Sleesh, I mean, maybe stay a little while. Check out what we got.
Check it out.
See what we got, man. But yeah, that's crazy. TCAT, it's so boring though.
Yeah.
It, like on a real note, I want
It's-
to blow my brains out.
It's boring, and I don't know. How
While I'm doing, like, I'm just sitting there in front of the computer screen all day, and you're just clicking the next button on the slides or whatever, and you're
Yeah.
just like, and then you take a test.
It's pretty rough because.
But then we get to where
It's
we
like-
set up,
it's
like
like
we
a
have
hard-
setups in ours. I don't
Yeah.
know if y'all like
mean,
what you're
we're
doing.
like
If
a-
you have setups where you get up and you actually set it up,
What
like,
a
Yeah.
shot.
because we go through courses, and then that certain course, like right now,
It's like
me,
Study Island.
no, not really, like
Oh.
sort of, but not really. You know, like.
Yeah.
Say I was on hydraulics last year, so
Yep.
you read about it, and then while you're reading about it, it's like step by step instructions, and then you pull it up, you read the schematic, you put together you put it together. So like, you made that, you pulled the lever, and the hydraulic pump shot out, or the cylinder moved, whatever.
It's
just stuff like that. But it's just so boring after a while. It's just copy paste.
It's not anything that.
It's like a harder version of high school.
Pretty much.
It's not even harder. It's just that.
Well, it would be a little bit
more,
easier.
how do you say it?
It'd be easier
Advanced.
if the instructor actually taught us.
Yeah.
We taught everything ourselves. Like everything I got in there, figured out on my own. Same with him. Had to figure it out on his own.
Quizlet found mine.
Oh, Quizlet's.
Dude, Quizlet's
Dude,
such a
that is
lifesaver, dude.
That is like the gold mine of happiness when it comes to school.
Quizlet.com.
Absolutely.
Make
They're
you a
the
free
plug.
Google account and you are set for life.
Yes.
Every
Absolutely.
test. Every test you ever think of, it's on there. You just gotta look hard enough if you don't think it's on there. It will be on there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Ugh, where's the chart, man? And I mean, it's never failed me.
Did he fall in the toilet?
You know,
I'll be honest with you. I think Trent Bates just walked off set. You might have just upset him.
Yeah.
Are you the new co-host?
Hey, man.
I mean,
Come on.
I think you intimidated him.
I didn't
if he
mean to
did
do
fall
my
in the
bad.
toilet,
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm playing, man.
if he did fall in, it's too cold. I ain't going outside.
Oh, dude, I bet he's swimming in there.
He probably is.
Oh, he is.
He's swimming in a thing.
Uh-oh.
There he is.
Speaking of the devil,
Speaking of the devil, Trent Bates is live back on set.
live back on set. How you doing?
I'd tell you, we do have a subscriber goal, though. You know, obviously, we want to get as big as we can, but there's this one little personal goal that we all have. And Kevin Tennant's YouTube channel is at 217 subscribers. We're not that far away from beating him. We want to beat Kevin Tennant.
That's the goal.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
He's not active on YouTube anymore, you know, obviously. But if he was, I wish maybe he would be.
I just want to
see
give you all a
his
little
figure.
bit of information. It is 25 degrees outside,
Yeah.
and it's about 32 in here.
Oh yeah, it's cold.
Just gonna go ahead and put it out there. The move of steel-toe boots, not it for the winter.
Not
That
yet.
is what
Trenton didn't fall in the toilet
Not it.
bowl.
These
He
are my old
froze
golf course
to it.
work boots, dude. Like, these things were like, I don't know, like $50 from Walmart.
They get the job done.
Get that job done.
You ain't lying, bro. I bought a pair of $40 work boots from Walmart. Son of a gun. They look horrible. They've been destroyed, but hey, they still
They
wear.
keep
Yeah.
up, dude.
Hey,
Dude, my
going.
Ariat shoes busted while I was dancing that sliding ride the other night.
Oh man.
Like,
that's trash.
sole, I'm talking about from there to there. I'm
Oh,
talking about
look,
open, dude. You
look,
can see
I
my
know what
little-
you're talking about. That's
you
what
can
these-
see my big toe from the side. Man, it was bad.
Hey, that's what them
Well-
older women like, though.
Absolutely.
Well, these ain't Ariats, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Busting from the side. Yeah, turns out these leak too.
Yeah, I was.
I found that out the hard way. That
I
first
had-
week it got real cold. It rained the night before while I went to work. That was over our fall break. It rained and it was about 40 that morning, a little under 40. I stepped off in some water.
Sheesh.
Nope.
My last pair of boots, that I had that aren't this pair. Whenever I was dating a girl from Parsons, like their grass was always just a little bit higher, so it was more wet. And I don't know if I thought about water, my feet were soaked.
Yeah.
So walking up to the door, it was bad. Like we're talking, my feet would be soaking wet, and it's cold outside. I'm sitting there freezing, like I am right now, but even worse because my feet are cold
Yeah.
and not my knees.
Well,
But-
see, like I'm cool with my legs being cold. I'm cool with like my body being cold, my
It's
arms,
just
my
the
hands.
worst
Not
whenever
my
water
feet.
gets in
But
your boots.
but if my
No.
feet are cold, like they are right now, and my ears are cold, I'm done. I'm done. You might as well count me out.
Y'all ever stepped in dog pee wearing socks?
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh my
it's,
God, it's
I'm
there's
talking about a
nothing makes
brand
me-
new pair of
yes,
socks.
it makes me
Yeah.
so mad.
yeah.
I just want to get that dog and just strangle it and cuddle with it after.
That's
Strangle and cuddle with it.
that's why I'm glad we do that. We only got outside dogs.
Absolutely.
We've got 7 dogs in total at this house.
Oh wow.
2
Are
outside.
y'all like breeding or
No.
No.
No, there's
No,
No,
separation.
they're not any that we paid for. They're all just strays.
Y'all just collected them?
Yeah,
Like
That is
Fergus,
dope. Dude.
like Fergus the dumpster cat.
That
yeah,
is
I love
yeah. We do
Fergus.
have this. He's a red cat. He's got like respiratory problems, and he has since we got him because he was a little kitten and he climbed in our truck when we was at the garbage. When we was at the dump, he
Y'all give
crawled
him
up in.
food?
No, he just crawled up in our truck. We didn't realize he was there till he was already here.
So
Y'all hear,
Fergus,
y'all didn't hear meowing or nothing?
No, it was just so silent. And then I was like, "There's a cat in here." And so therefore we got Fergus.
Fergus the dumpster cat.
Yeah, he's That's the most hateful cat I've ever had in my life. But he likes me. He comes up and will cuddle me. And, like, at night, this cat is so clingy and it's so annoying. I'm like, dude, get away from me. Like, 'cause he'll just get in his face and, like, purr. And his purr, you can hear, like, he's wheezing because he's got bad respiratory problems, I guess. This cat's so weird. Because, like, during the day, he'll smack you in the face and not care about it. Like, he starts fights with all 5 of the dogs that are inside. Like, he will smack all of them.
Has he ever been scratched in the eye or something?
That cat?
Yeah, like just damaged, any sort of like.
No.
Oh.
Oh, but he does inflict damage on our dogs. He sliced
He
up.
smacks them,
No,
don't he?
like he smacks them bad. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
like
it's
hard.
like a combo.
Yeah, bro. Like he's messing them
Yeah.
up. And
Like leans back on 2 legs, just pow 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 pow.
Oh,
He,
dude,
uh,
that's a ninja cat, bro.
we have a cat
This-
named Ninja Cat too.
No,
Really?
Oh, he sucks at fighting though. Like this cat whoops up on him all the time.
Fergus hates me with a passion, and I don't know why. I've never figured out why this cat hates me. He's hated me ever since they got him. And one night I stayed the night, and I was just laying there, and I like passed out, and like I woke back up, and I just like fell asleep for like 10, 15 minutes. I woke up with this cat sitting on my chest, just staring at me. And I woke up and picked my head up. He goes whap, slaps me right across the face.
You get the scratch or two?
No,
He's got
No,
this
he's just
thing.
paws.
No. Sometimes he won't put his claws out. He'll
Yeah.
just smack the crap out of you.
Oh,
Just
you
for
get on
fun.
the nerves.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Oh, dude, that sounds like me if I was a cat.
I just leaned up and he slaps me. I mean, slaps me good, and I'm just like,
What did I do?
I just got slapped by a cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just slapped it back.
No, no. I
He's
just
very
said, and I was
That
just
cat's
like,
so arrogant. Like I've never met a cat so arrogant.
like he
that-
just
He
after
is.
he slapped me, he just stood up, turned around, made sure his butt was right here,
They do that on
and
purpose. I know they do.
walked off.
Dude.
He like
got that strut going.
he
Yeah.
walked straight down my stomach, like my torso, and just walked down my legs and hopped off the bed.
Like nothing happened.
Like nothing ever happened. And I'm just like,
Pure arrogance.
I hate you, Fergus.
Sometimes they'll do that and they'll give you that look. They'll give you that look before they leave. You know what I mean?
It's just like, yeah,
Yeah, I just did that.
yeah, I did that,
Yeah.
and you know I did it. And
You
then
ain't gonna
walked
do
off.
nothing about it.
You know, I told you we got five inside and 7, and they're all strays, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take a guess? We have 3 dogs that are the same breed. You want to take a guess what kind of breed they are?
German Shepherds.
Basset hounds.
The most annoying thing on planet Earth. Now the
They're the
old,
ones
They're
that-
the fun. Yeah, they're the funniest looking dogs you ever see. They're short legs, big long ears.
Yeah.
Every
like
time
their
they
ears
drink,
touch the ground.
every time they drink in the water, their ears get soaked. Like, and if it's cold outside like it is, and they go outside and they come back in, and they put their head on you and their ears are there. Like, get the heck away from me. Like I don't even want that dog around me.
Yeah.
Like, get away.
His dog Rip. I have a vendetta against Rip because it was actually the same night that I stayed that Fergus slapped me. We put Fergus out the room after he slapped me. I ended up going to sleep that night, and I got this thing where like I take my hat off and I put all my stuff in a hat,
Yeah.
and then I put my sunglasses off in my hat too. And I had just bought them. I bought a pair of, and I've always liked like the square frame glasses that like sit off your face a little bit. And I just bought them, and his dog, while I was sleeping, dumped everything else out of my hat. He chewed up my sunglasses and chewed up my hat, but didn't touch my wallet, didn't touch my keys, didn't touch anything other than my hat and sunglasses.
You ever have a dog like crap in your bed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Dude.
my
Can't say that
god!
accident.
Talk about being mad.
Dude, yeah.
And I don't even get mad. I'm a happy dude. Like,
Mad don't explain that.
No, that's not.
And it's not like I hate you. I'm mad. It's like
that just happened, and you just.
it happened. You can't do nothing
Yeah,
about
I
it.
mean, that, I mean,
The damage is already done. Now it's just like I have to clean this because you can't.
oh, my dog knows now. Like if it craps, like where it's not supposed to. No, if it craps where it's not supposed to, and Mama like looks at it, puppy eyes instantly activate.
Yeah, it's
Talk
just
about only stepping on one foot. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
like acting like he's got a limp.
Yeah, no.
It's like no.
You knew what you was doing. Like,
You know what you just did, and you know you're gonna get in trouble. for
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, my mom just screaming in Spanish at it.
Does your dog understand both Spanish and
Yes,
English?
my older dog.
Your dog's
Blondie-
bilingual?
Huh?
Your dog is bilingual?
Yes, absolutely.
That's
No,
awesome.
My dog Blondie, understands the word bed as caja. Caja in Spanish is box. Because in our other house we had, we'd keep them in like a box for like blankets and stuff.
Yeah.
So whenever it's time for Bonnie to go into bed, we just like caja. And she'll go to her bed. You know, so.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Talking about Spanish, last semester, like the second semester of last year, I had a Spanish class. I went into that class knowing more Spanish than I come out of that class knowing. I lost everything in that class. Cause like I've grown up around like some Spanish people, and one of my mama's best friends growing up, they were originally from Mexico,
Right.
and they lived right down the road from us. And I mean, I'd just grown up around him, always speaking very fluent Spanish. So like I knew just like a little bit here and there. That all went out the window whenever they were like, "Oh, well, this is how you like actually grammarly use Spanish and stuff," and then everything went out the window. Because I don't guess he wasn't from Mexico. He was from Spain, maybe.
Spain, Spanish, and Mexico. It's really okay. Spain, Spanish, Puerto Rican Spanish, Mexican Spanish. It's all different. Like,
It's
like
none of it's the same because it's just like how we speak English in the South is different than how someone speaks English in
The North.
the North,
Right,
or they speak
like
it
American English and like British English.
Yeah,
You know
two
what
different things.
Absolutely. It's
There's
like,
so many words that you can say here that are really offensive, but like mean something else over there. It's just like nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The same thing over there, I guess.
Yeah.
it's
Y'all know what they call cigarettes over there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was like bringing up.
Yeah.
But
I don't think I know what they call cigarettes.
I'll tell you after, bud. But
Yeah, but there.
yeah, it's just weird because my brother he went on a mission trip to Peru, right? And there was Mexicans with him on that trip, like from Mexico. You know, that was down in South America.
Mm-hmm.
Like that wasn't even like deep South America, like the Peruvian jungle and stuff. And I think they just stayed in the town Lima. And
Lima, Peru. I
maybe.
never heard of that.
Yeah,
That's a popular
they
mission
brought
trip.
they brought some Mexicans and stuff with them. They had to have Peruvian translators for them, for the Mexican preachers. Yeah, but my brother said he witnessed an exorcism. Some weird stuff, man.
I've actually
Dude, just hearing him talk about it.
I despise any like paranormal activity. I don't like watching them scary videos with the ghosts in it. That gets me paranoid. I don't like it at all.
It's wild.
Because I do believe in that, like spirits just roaming the earth and stuff. I mean, I do believe in that. It could happen at any point in time.
Yeah.
Somebody might be standing right there listening to the Perry County podcast. Feel me? So
yeah, like subscribe if you are.
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Helps us out a lot.
It does, and it's free.
Hey,
Totally
look,
free.
I don't care if you're a ghost or not. I'm gonna get along with you if you subscribe one way or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think all that's just like crazy, man. Like, especially when you dive deep into it.
That's something.
And the people who see it
I
firsthand.
love, what's it called? What do you call it? Conspiracy theories, like the Illuminati
Yeah,
and all that stuff. Dude, that gets me going. Talking about like
diving deep
the
into
Freemasons and like people from Hollywood being like what's it called? They doing like satanic rituals
Yeah,
with,
I've
like,
seen-
with children and stuff.
You ever watch South Park?
Yeah.
They joke
Oh,
about
they
that a lot.
they
They
expose
expose the crap out of it.
I mean, it's claimed to be a joke, but dude, I feel like they exposed it.
yeah.
The industry.
Man, it's like all the what ifs that it puts in your
Yeah.
head. And you're
Yeah.
like, man.
I mean, that's really all a conspiracy is like a what if. But like, if you really sit down and look at some of them, it's like
Some of 'em,
this
they
is
make
a
sense.
What if Tom Hanks is actually a cowboy Woody doll, you know?
Some people really think, and I think it's kind of outrageous, but I mean, believe what you want to, that we are being controlled right now. Like
Yeah.
there's somebody sitting in like a desk just controlling our every move.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like
like
the
there's
Matrix.
people that make it seem like we're just a simulation. You
Yeah,
know,
like
not-
all this isn't real.
Hey,
Somebody,
let me tell you, if this is a simulation, pretty good coding. Man.
yeah, no, somebody fought that in court. Like this crazy lady, I think she murdered somebody, and she like, I think it was like some sort of
It's just
insanity
freedom
plea.
from the Matrix.
Yeah, it was some sort of insanity plea where she
Dude,
she
that's
said
weird.
that she was being controlled by somebody and stuff. And yeah, I don't know.
It's probably had schizophrenia.
I don't know, but it was twisted.
No.
I mean, I do like getting into stuff like that though,
Yeah,
because you're like, man, what if that is true?
Yeah. It
And what
puts
if
all
I'm
these-
being controlled right now?
yeah.
You know.
And it gives you
Whoa,
lots
this
of
is
things.
weird.
WASD,
Hey,
somebody's up there, WASDing
Hey.
me right now. The
I
mouse on
think we
full
should kind of go to
sensitivity.
another topic.
All right. Well,
We need to go to another topic for which, speaking of, this episode was a little different for the three of us. Which, I mean, you haven't known no different because you haven't been on any others, but we did have some live viewers.
yeah, we got a live audience tonight.
Yes, we do.
I just kind of wanted to sit in, just see how things go.
And
That's
maybe
kinda why-
potentially they'll maybe come on. You know.
You know, just maybe. But that's why I kind of wanted to swap topics, because one of them's a little... Don't want to give her nightmares or nothing.
Fair. Well, you know, Sleesh, I reckon we've had one heck of an episode.
We have had
And as it only just draws a little bit colder, and I appreciate you coming on, man. I'll just
Yes,
ask you
sir.
to step off, and we'll do our outro, and we'll definitely talk some more after this, man. I really do
We
appreciate
appreciate
you
you
coming on.
coming on, man.
Yes, sir.
Don't forget your phone.
That was a good episode.
That was a good episode, boys.
Oh, it was solid.
I just wish it wasn't so cold.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it is.
It is 25 degrees outside, and it is not much warmer in here.
We've got to figure out that kerosene heater
We
situation.
really do, because, man,
Oh, whenever he kicked it, he turned it off.
Well, we'll get it going here in a minute.
I
So,
didn't feel it anyway. I mean,
No, I
Yeah.
haven't felt it the whole
I
time.
haven't felt it the whole time either. But, you know, obviously, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to participate in our Christmas giveaway. Just go to
It's free.
Connor.Tenen on TikTok or check out the description. Also, if you aren't enjoying some freshly made Village, go grab you some at 853 Squirrel Hollow Drive
just do it.
in Linden, Tennessee. Don't forget as well, our founder merch has only about a month or so left on the site, so go cop it before we drop it. And thank you all
When
for
y'all boys want to stop selling that? You want to say New Year's?
it'll be gone in a month or so. We'll give people time.
We'll give
Not
them
a set
time.
date, just they'll have a
Yeah.
yeah.
Somewhere around New Year's, I'd say.
So you know, obviously, thank you all for watching this week's episode. We invite you to come back next week. Please subscribe, as it helps us out so much, and it would mean the absolute world to us. And the best part is, as we mentioned already, it's totally free, and you can undo it at any time. So yeah, thank you again for watching and talking with us, because it's just our nature.
Peace.